We have another conference matchup between Siloam Springs and our Lady Panthers. It's going to be a fun night. We welcome you into the stadium. Alongside me is Talon Newton and Sean Mathis. Mike Baker will be here a little bit later. But right now we're about to head to the national anthem, so we'll hit a break.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all.
Well, we welcome you inside of the PAV just after the national anthem. We're about to go to the starting lineups. I'm JB Brazil alongside me, Talon Newton. Sean Mathis is in the booth for a little bit while Mike Baker is on his way over here. We got an exciting night, and we're going to head down to the starting lineups.
The 5'10" sophomore, number 20, Brooke Smith. The 5'6" senior, number 24, Sydney Norman. The 5'10" sophomore, number 32, Brooke Ross. And the 5'9" senior, number 44, Mia Hefner. Panthers are coached by assistants.
Is he back? He's been communicating now he's back?
Now, to your home, Greenbrier, Lady Panthers. A senior, number 1, Kylie Griffin. Also a senior, number 11, Riley Myatt. A junior, number 21, Michaela Betts. Also a junior, number 23, Emma Green. And the sophomore, number 44, Alex Newland. Lady Panthers are coached by Peyton Edmondson, assistant Brad Banks.
Well, we are just about set for the opening tip. That was the starting lineups. We'll go over them again real quickly. Alex Newland will be jumping center for our Lady Panthers. Riley Myatt, Emma Ream, Michaela Betts, and Kylie Griffin. And for the visiting Siloam Springs Panthers, Lady Panthers, it'll be Jacklick, Smith, Mormon, Ross, and Heavener.
I just want to ask Sean real quick, when are we going to get a Coach Edmondson picture?
I don't know. Somebody's got to take the picture first.
We're going to have to find a good picture of him to put up there.
Here we go. Opening tip of conference play here in the game number 3 for both teams. And we're underway as Greenbrier wins the opening tip. Emma Ream with the basketball, kicks it into the corner to Riley Myatt. Both teams coming into the matchup are 1-1 in conference play, and Kylie Griffin opens up the scoring with a triple from the right corner. And just like that, Greenbrier's out 3-0 on the visiting Lady Panthers of Siloam Springs.
You know, Kylie's not going to be your most prolific scorer for this Greenbrier team, but she's going to make a lot of plays.
And a block there from Newland. Greenbrier pushing the other way. Down low, Ream underneath, off the glass, lays it in. Greenbrier's up 5-0 early. They're 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for a better start out of this Greenbrier offense.
No, Sean, you really couldn't. It's been one of the better ones I think we've seen.
A drive there from Brooke Ross with a left hand. She finishes her first points of the night. Siloam Springs is on the board with 7 minutes to play in the first quarter. Michaela Betts with the basketball now over to Riley Myatt, looking to drive top of the key to Griffin. Over now it goes Ream. 3-ball, a little bit too strong there. Battle for the rebound, and Brooke Ross pulls it down for the Lady Panthers. Mimo Jacklick with it now for Siloam. Crossover dribble, but she carried with the basketball, and that's a turnover. First turnover of the ball game for either side.
You know, that's not a bad thing at all. You want a good, clean game and a good, clean start. You know, you get on a good start, you get to build a good foundation, and you build on that, and it's easier to build on solid ground.
That's right. Kylie Griffin through the lane. Now she kicks it back out top, and Greenbrier will reset. Up 5-2 with 6:17 to play in the first quarter. Myatt gets the ball in the corner, and she traveled with the basketball.
You know, that was just a long pass that was made, and it was one that was going to be hard to catch. And, you know, whenever she did catch it, she kind of took an extra little stutter step with her leg, and she really had no other option. It was that or the ball was going to go out of bounds.
So both teams trade turnovers. 5-2 other end. Ross through the lane, and she's going to get fouled by Michaela Betts. At least I'm assuming that's who it's on. Indeed, that is the call. Siloam will inbounds on the baseline now. Mormon gets it in to Jacklick for 3 on the left wing, no good. Ream chases down the board, and she's looking to push. Ahead it goes Betts. Tried to pass it to Myatt one more, but it was knocked out of bounds by Maya Hebner.
You know, Greenbrier hasn't had Riley Myatt now for about 2 weeks. I believe she's been battling some quarantine things, and it's going to be good to have her back, an extra senior leadership for this team.
And a starter at that. Absolutely. Emma Ream with the basketball out high now for our Panthers. Up 5-2 with 5:43 to play in the first quarter. A lot of touch fouls going on early. That one's going to be on Jacklick. The first for Siloam. But it's something telling to look at. Both times that ref's called some soft fouls perhaps, but that's you got to learn how to adjust to the game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You don't want to foul. You want to get used to the fouls, JV.
Right. Newland, nice. Tried to feed it down to Betts, but it was Brooke Ross who tipped it away. Bringing ahead, here's Mormon. Across the timeline at the top of the key. Greenbrier's in a man-to-man. They get it out to Brooke Ross. Now she drives with the right hand, throws it up, no good, partially blocked, but Newland commits the foul. That's her first foul.
That's a great call. Newland was just a hair late on the block attempt, and her arm came down on the wrist instead of on top of the ball.
And they'll call it every time as Ross at the free throw line knocks down the first one. She's got 3. I wanted to mention Alex Newland, her great-grandmother, Sue Batson, her nanny. She's tuning in to watching us tonight, so we want to thank her for joining us. So thank you, Sue.
And JB, you know, something that's cool about that is that Alex Newland's great-grandmother played basketball with Michaela Betts' great-grandmother here in Greenbrier, Arkansas. How neat is that? You have is it fourth generation, the fourth generation?
The fourth, yeah, I believe. I'm not good at that stuff. Yeah.
JB, you have
good.
a math degree.
I think that's right. Yeah. Oh goodness.
I was about to say too. You know, thank all the Siloam Springs fans for tuning in to watch us today too. With everything going on in the world today, they didn't send their broadcast team, so we're happy to be broadcasting for both the Greenbrier Panthers as well as the Siloam Panthers.
Absolutely. We do appreciate you guys tuning in. There's a foul there on the drive. That's going to be Eford who draws the foul. Michaela Betts with her second foul, and Eford, they're going to call it on the floor, however. It's the third team foul for Greenbrier. That's something to watch moving forward, guys. Greenbrier still up by 1, but Siloam threatening here on this possession. The inbounds, it went to Teifel. They get it out to Moran, back to Teifel, down low Ross with the left hand, and she's fouled by Newland. That's Newland's second foul of the game, the fourth team foul, but Brooke Ross is going to the line again, and she has all 4 of the Siloam points.
You know, Siloam plays with a lot of speed on those layups. They're going to try and get them up quick, and they've done a great job of getting them up quick because Alex Newland hasn't been able to react to them quite like she usually does. Usually she's going to have, instead of 2 fouls, she's going to have 2 blocks there. And just them attacking faster is kind of throwing her pace off a little bit, and she picks up 2 fouls.
As Brooke Ross makes 1 of 2, She ties the ball game at 5. And with 4:35 to play in the first quarter, where both teams are knotted up at 5 apiece. Emma Ream with the basketball out high, looking to break the tie. Kylie Griffin bounce pass to Ream over on the left wing. Kicks it out. Carly Reynolds in the game. Right wing three, too strong. Battle for the rebound, and it looks like Smith comes out of there with it. Brooke Smith through the lane, lost the handle. Brooke Ross gets it back for him. Then ball's tipped away by Griffin, and Greenbrier comes out of there with it. Kylie Griffin with a steal. She brings it up, trying to take it herself. Kicks it out Myatt, ball fake. Lobs it down low, Reynolds, ball's tipped away, and it looks like the ball's going to be knocked out of play off of Siloam. Looks like off the leg of Sydney Mormon, and Greenbrier will maintain possession as Mimo Jacklick will enter back into the game for Siloam. Riley Myatt to inbounds on the baseline. She gets it into Ream over on the right wing, still tied up at 5, driving through the lane, kicks it out to Myatt in the corner. Dribble drive, throws it up off the glass, and she finishes on the low block. A floater there from Myatt. Greenbrier's got the lead 7-5.
Man, that's beautiful. And, you know, someone that hasn't played in a good minute, that can be a real boost of confidence to get you in your flow of the game.
7-5, Greenbrier the lead. Griffin in the corner thought about a 3. Siloam's in a 3-2 zone. They give it over to Myatt. Looking to drive. Crossover dribble gives it back up top to Ream. Newland's on the bench right now, as is Betts. Both of them with 2 fouls as Ream pulls a 3, no good. And out of bounds, it'll belong to Siloam with 3:17 to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can see early in this game, Siloam's really attacking the paint. Really going after Newland earlier, but really using that to start off the game.
And that's something that will play a factor later in this half for sure, is the foul trouble. They get it up top now to Mormon. Siloam with it. Jacklick with the basketball. Thought about a drive. Gives it over to Brooke Ross now. Ross. And we got an offensive foul underneath. That one's going to be on Jacklick. Her second foul of the game. Looks like she's going to check out of the ball game as well. She'll take a seat with her second foul, and Brooke Smith will come back into the game for Siloam. 2:50 to play in the first quarter. Greenbrier with the basketball up by 2 here in third conference game of the season for both teams. Myatt kicks it out to Carly Reynolds. Cross-court feed to Griffin. One more to Ream. 3 ball no good in the corner. And Teifel pulls down the board. Bringing ahead is Mormon for Siloam. Griffin's playing out on her. They get it over to Brooke Ross. Ross trying to lob it down low. Nice feed to Smith, but she couldn't finish. And then Hopper tried to push, but she threw it away. A little bit too far for Emma Ream to handle. Out of bounds. The turnover will give the basketball back to Siloam.
Yeah, that's a frustrating turnover there because Greenbrier plays so well on that transition offense. They want to be moving it as fast as they can. So, yeah, they're not going to be happy with that because that's something they practice a lot, and making mistakes on that is it's not easy.
No question. Eford gives it out up top to Mormon. Over and out goes to Teifel through the lane. She's fouled. Looks like it's gone on the floor, though.
Yeah, I believe that was a reach-in foul.
That's a foul on Riley Myatt.
And that's 5 team fouls for Greenbrier as compared to Siloam Springs' 2.
That's right. Mormon to inbounds, gets it in to Smith. Down low on the block to Mia Havener, and Havener puts it in off the glass. Good. We're tied at 7. Other end, Emma Ream with the basketball. 1:50 to play in the first quarter. Griffin with it now. Greenbrier coming into the matchup, 11-1. They're 1-1 in conference play. Siloam, 9-4 and 1-1 in conference play as well as Carly Reynolds from the left corner 3. Greenbrier's back up by a triple, and it's 10-7.
And before that shot, it was a 7-2 run. Siloam Springs was really kind of putting it on Greenbrier there after Greenbrier got off to a hot start to start the game.
3 there from Mormon on the left wing won't go. Out of play. It'll belong to Greenbrier. With just 1:21 to play in the first quarter, Greenbrier's up 10-7 with the basketball. Trying to extend the lead here to a 2-possession ball game. Siloam stays out in that 3-2 zone. Emma Ream with the basketball out high. She gives it over to Riley Myatt. Down near the free throw line to Ream, battle for the basketball, and that looks like it's going to be a jump ball. Alternating possessions will give it to Siloam with 1:04 to play in the first quarter. Mormon with the basketball. She crosses the timeline. Kylie Griffin's out on her. Mormon dribble with the left hand, gives it over now in the corner to Eford. Lob down low to Smith. She lays it up in with the left hand, and the lead's been trimmed down to 1. Emma Ream with the basketball, gives it over to Kylie Griffin. Griffin back it goes to Emma Ream. Looking for a screen out high. Kicks it over to Carly Reynolds. Back up to Ream. 30 seconds to play in the quarter. Kicks it out, Myatt. Right wing three. No good. Griffin pulls down the board, though, and Greenbrier gets another possession. Might have got fouled out high. No call there, but with 20 seconds to play, Greenbrier can hold for the final shot now, up by 1. Myatt gives it over to Ream now in the right corner. Ream brings it back out high, goes over now to Myatt, looking to drive. Kicks it out to Ream, 10 seconds to play. Bounce pass to Reynolds, back to Ream with 8 seconds. Ream over the side, but it looks like there's a foul. That's going to be on Eford, her first. And with 6.4 seconds to play in the first quarter, Greenbrier will have to inbounds on the sideline. Oh, on the baseline, rather. That's still plenty of time to set something up, but you really
can't more
waste
than enough time. You know, that's not the worst foul if you're Siloam, but it's also not a foul that you're going to love.
Right. Ream with the basketball. Lobs it down low. Griffin got time, throws it up, partially blocked. Siloam's got it. A half-court heave won't go, and that's how the first quarter is going to end. 10-9 our score. We'll be back with the second quarter after a word from our sponsors.
The Greenbrier Panther Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
And we are back here to start the second quarter action. 10-9. Greenbrier is up by 1 as we quickly go over the first quarter scoring. Kylie Griffin had 3 points for our Panthers, as did Carly Reynolds. Emma Ream and Riley Myatt both added 2. And for Siloam, it's been Brooke Ross in the first quarter. She had 5. Mia Havener had 2, and Brooke Smith added 2 as well to give us the score of 10-9 for the first quarter.
Well, JB, you know what they say.
What do they say, Tom?
Basketball's a game of runs, and it's been proven here tonight.
It has been. Both teams have gone on a couple of small ones. I'm sure a lot will change between now and the end of the fourth quarter.
You know, Carly Reynolds has been really great for the Panthers off the bench. She's had a triple, and now she's hit her first free throw. But getting to the line, that's been big, especially since Alex Newland, the Greenbrier center, has gotten into some early foul trouble. It's been great that Carly Reynolds has produced good minutes.
11-9, and Ashton Hopper forces a turnover. Kylie Griffin thought about driving, kicks it out to Reynolds, back to Griffin. Corner 3, a little bit short, might have been tipped a little bit as well. Siloam pulls down the board. Good defense there in transition, or off the turnover. Mormon with the basketball for Siloam. She's out high now. Griffin's on her. Picks up her dribble, lobs it underneath. It goes to Ross. Spin move through the lane. Nice move with the left hand. And it rattles around and drops home. Ross has 7.
That is a great move.
That was a great play.
There.
Yeah. And we're tied up at 11. Second time we've been tied tonight. Nice feed down to Hopper, but she wasn't ready. Ball rattles around, and Siloam comes away with a steal. And Brooke Ross with the basketball out high. She gives it over to Mormon. Sydney Mormon with the basketball. Over now, it goes to Quincy Eford. Bounce pass underneath to Ross. Kicks it out. It goes to Mia Havner to Ross. Gets a screen underneath. And she drives and lays it in. She's got 9. And Siloam's got the lead. It's 13-11.
And, you know, Alex Newland's going to come to the scorer's table because Siloam Springs has found out that Greenbrier is not as strong down in the paint whenever Alex Newland is not in the game. And so they've been attacking that last couple of possessions and doing a great job of it. They've gotten 4 quick points off of it.
And Kylie Griffin in the corner with a 3. She's got 6 points tonight. Her second triple, and Greenbrier regains the lead. It's 14-13. And like you said, Talon, Michaela Betts and Alex Newland, yeah, they're both going to the scorer's table to check back in as they lob down low to Ross. Good defense there from Reynolds. She forces the turnover. Greenbrier looking to push. Emma Ream all the way. Bounce pass underneath, trying to get it to Griffin. It'll be a kickball out of play. It'll stay with Greenbrier as Newland and Betts both check in. And Ashton Hopper and Carly Reynolds will both go catch their breath.
You know, Siloam's going to beat themselves up over that because that was going to be one of their last chances to work it down low so well.
Michaela Betts has with the basketball now. Emma Ream, cross corner feed over to Griffin, to Betts, swinging it around, Ream to Myatt. Bounce pass to Newland back in the game. Back it goes to Ream. Siloam playing pretty good defense. That 3-2 zone's working out well for them. They get it down to Newland underneath. Finds Griffin, driving the lane, and Griffin lays it in. She's got 8. That was a nice feed there from Alex Newland. Kind of got blocked in on the baseline.
I'll tell you, if I can compare Kylie Griffin to one NBA player, it's going to be Steph Curry. She's got the best off-ball movement I think I have ever seen.
That's quite a compliment, I will say, Talon. And I don't think you're far off. I think there's definitely some similarities there with her ability. She's an athlete. She plays really well. Underneath on this end, though, there was a jump ball, and Siloam will maintain possession.
She's already had 3 shots from this bottom corner here, and she almost had a 4th on the last possession.
Emma Rain forcing a block, but ball rattled around. Mormon's got it. Mormon with her first points of the night, cuts the lead back down to 1, and back and forth we go. With 5:09 to play until halftime, Greenbrier's up by 1. They get it to Ream, crossover dribble. Lobs it to Myatt in the corner, looking to drive to Griffin, top of the key, 3 off the side of the rim, no good. It'll be out of bounds off of Griffin because she was the last one who touched it after the shot, and Siloam will inbounds on the sideline. They are down by 1 with 4:55 to play until halftime, and Sydney Mormon will bring it up into the front court as Mimo Jacklick goes to the scorer's table to check in. Brooke Ross underneath. She's been tough. Nice move underneath in the paint. She lays it in and gives Siloam a 1-point lead. She's got 11 tonight, guys.
Yeah, she's Siloam's really their offense right now.
Yeah, she's really gone to work down low.
On Newland and Reynolds, absolutely. A pass down low there. Ball's going to be, I believe, we got a foul called, actually.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be on Teifel. That's on Raina Teifel. And with 4:29 to play until halftime, Greenbrier will have the basketball on the baseline as Mimo Jacklick will enter the game, and Sydney Mormon will take a seat. Griffin to inbounds. She finds Betts out high. Back it goes Griffin. Bounce pass to Ream. Trying to go down to Newland. Ball kicked out. It goes to Griffin. Now Ream with it. Through the lane. Little floater off the rim. No good. Newland pulls down the offensive board, but then it's stolen away by Jacklick. Then Ream steals it back. Newland's got it. She kicks it out to Betts, and she threw it away. Jacklick with the basketball, chasing it down on the other end, and Siloam will have the basketball. Off the turnover with 4:03 in transition. Hefner got left open, but she couldn't finish. The 3-ball wouldn't go, and Newland pulled down the board. Ahead it goes Griffin to Betts. Back it goes Griffin to Betts, top of the key, all alone. 3, and she drains it. Michaela Betts with a triple, and Greenbrier's got the 19-17 lead. With 3:49 to play, we got a timeout on the court. And I wanted to mention real quickly, we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Talon, Alex Newland's great-grandmother, Sue Batson, her nanny, she's watching us tonight, and so we wanted to thank you, Sue, for tuning into our broadcast. I know Alex really appreciates that, as well as all of our Greenbrier Panthers. We also want to thank all you fans from Siloam tuning in to watch the game tonight. We really appreciate that. Talon, it's been a fun game, Sean. It's been back and forth, I feel like, most of the night.
Yeah, really, the pace has really picked up here in this second quarter, and I see that continuing on into halftime.
No, you're right. It was 10-9 after the end of the first quarter. We're just a little bit over halfway, and the scoring's been about as equal as it was in that first quarter. So here we go to start the second quarter. Mimo Jacklick with the basketball with 3:42 to play. Siloam's within 2. The lob down low. Entry pass stolen by Emma Ream. Looking to push, and she gives it to Betts out high, and they'll slow it back down again. Ream lobs it over to Griffin. Thought about a 3. Back it goes to Ream. Looking to drive and penetrate. Over it goes Myatt. Corner 3. She pulls it, and she drains it. 3 from the corner, Riley Myatt. She's got 5, and Greenbrier's up by 5. Their biggest tie for their biggest lead of the night when they were up 7-2.
You know, JB, as much as that's a great shot, you also have to highlight all the passes it took to get there. Greenbrier's been passing multiple times before ever taking a shot, and that's been able to really even spread that zone out even more, and they've been able to find those open gaps and get good shots from it.
Well, it's a timeout on the court with 3:09 to play in the second quarter. We're going to hit a break, and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
And we are back here inside of the PAB with 3:02 to play until halftime. Greenbrier with the basketball after the 3-second violation and the turnover. Underneath it goes Newland, and she knocks it down on the low block. That's her first points of the night. Greenbrier's biggest lead, it's 24-17. And if you're Siloam here, you really want to stop the bleeding. Greenbrier has shown all year that they've been able to put games away in a hurry. Down low it goes to Ross. She's been their big player all night, but it's blocked by Newland. Ream tried to chase it down, but she stepped down on the baseline. It'll stay with Siloam.
Well, I'll tell you, Siloam's offense kind of started trickling away once Alex Newland comes in. Having a big body down low and a presence in the paint has been huge for the Panthers defense.
But Mimo Jacklick with a 3 there in the corner. That was a nice stroke there, and she knocks it down to cut the lead to 4.
Oh, yeah, that's great. That's really good for Siloam because you see that shot fall and you build that confidence.
That's exactly what they needed to do there in that sequence. Down low it goes to Newland. Ball tipped around. It'll be thrown out of bounds, though. A turnover there for Greenbrier. And Siloam will have the basketball. An opportunity to cut it back down to a one-possession ball game on this trip.
You know, one thing Greenbrier does is they can kind of force it to Alex Newland sometimes. And that right there, she had 3 people around her. She kind of got forced and she was trying to get out of it. And she passes the ball just too fast.
And Emma Ream with the steal, going coast to coast, and she lays it in. Emma Ream with her second points of the night, or second bucket of the night. She's got 4, and Greenbrier's leads up to 6. Jacklick, top of the key 3, just a little bit too short. And Riley Myatt pulls down the board, looking to push. Other end, now she brings it back out to Ream, trailing the play. 3. In and out, no good. It looked good there from the top of the key.
She was definitely feeling after making a bucket on this last time up the floor. Yeah, she was the trailer, and she had a great look at it. Just couldn't get it to go.
My goodness, that one went about halfway down too. Hebner, right wing 3, nothing but net there from Mia Hebner. She's got 5, a nice stroke there from Siloam, and they've cut it to a 3-point game. Emma Ream with the basketball here.
Siloam's going to get dangerous if they can continue to knock down that 3 ball.
And Emma Ream just carried the basketball. What were you saying, Talon?
Well, I was saying that with that 3 ball, they're going to be able to spread out that offense even more.
That's right. Well, with a minute 14 to play until halftime, Siloam with the basketball, an opportunity to time this trip, but Ream steals another one. She's going to go coast to coast, and she's going to be fouled on the other end. A nice foul there from Hebner to get back on defense. That's her first foul of the night, and not a bad foul there, honestly. If you're going to foul, you want to foul hard enough to where they don't get a shot up, Talon. So Emma Ream will head to the line.
Yeah, but, you also add a foul to your foul column, and that shows up in the fourth quarter.
That's
so
right.
That's where it's not a great foul.
Yeah, no, you're right there. It's kind of one of those things where probably your coach isn't just absolutely frustrated with you, but at the same time, you're right. It will show up a little bit later. As Ream knocks down both free throws, leads up to 5 now, 28-23. Mormon gives it over to Smith. Smith looking to drive, bounce pass to Eford. Over now it goes. 3 ball from Mormon. Just a little bit too short. Rebound pulled down by Kylie Griffin with 45 seconds to play. Ream with it now. Back it goes to Griffin. Looking to drive. Ball tipped up, but Betts comes out of there with it. She'll bring it back out with 37 seconds to play until halftime, and Greenbrier may be holding for the final shot here, guys. With 30 seconds to play in the half, they get it out, Betts. She pulls the trigger 3, rattles around but won't go, and Siloam will have the basketball. Looking to push, Eford with it. Down low, it goes to Smith. Underneath, off the glass, and she gets it to go. Nice play from Smith. She's got 4, and with 12 seconds to play in the half, it's a 3-point ball game. Myatt lobbing it to Newland, over to Griffin with 6 seconds. To Ream, 4 seconds. Betts driving, floater, too strong. Newland, battle for the rebound, and Siloam pulls it down, but it won't matter. We're headed to halftime. 28-25, our score. We'll hit a break, and when we come back, we'll look at the halftime stats.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. With the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other, you will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get there early because it will not last long. You can find us on Facebook at Old Bart Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease. For a free inspection, call Robert Branscombe at 733-8790 or Chad Stevenson at 697-6606. At Vision Roofing, they have the vision to see you through. The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
Well, we are back here inside of the PAV here at halftime. About 2 minutes left until the start of the second half. We will quickly go over the first half stats, starting with the visiting Siloam Springs Lady Panthers. Leading all scorers, actually, is Brooke Ross. She's got 11 points for them. And then it goes down a little bit. Mia Havner adds 5. Brooke Smith has 4. Mimo Jacklick had a triple earlier in that half. She had 3 points. And then Sydney Mormon had 2. If we go over to Greenbrier, our Panthers, Kylie Griffin leads the way with 8 points. Emma Ream has 6. Riley Myatt's got 5 points. Michaela Betts has 3 points. Alex Newland has 2 points. Greenbrier, a little bit of foul trouble there in the first half. Alex Newland and Michaela Betts both have 2 fouls apiece.
Well, I'll tell you, those were really in the first quarter more than they were.
You're
in
not
the
wrong,
second quarter, yeah.
And for a good bit of that first half, really that first quarter, Carly Reynolds and Ashton Hopper got a lot of playing time because Newland and Betts were on the bench.
Yeah.
And I know we've mentioned this a lot on the broadcast, but I still think it's something that I think is cool is that Sue Batson and Miss Laverne, that's Michaela Betts' great-grandmother, and Alex Newland's great-grandmother, they played together back in the day.
In Greenbrier. They both play high school basketball here in Greenbrier, so that's cool to see 4 generations later and you still have girls playing basketball together. Man, how neat is that?
That's crazy. That's awesome. And then to see that their great-grandchildren are playing together now.
Yeah. You know,
so
JB, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just going to say something about Siloam. I was going to mention the Siloam fans. We want to thank them for tuning in.
Oh, yeah, and I was going to say I love this matchup. You know, Siloam's girls, I believe their center's name, is it Ross?
Brooke Ross, yeah.
Brooke
she's
Ross,
good.
she's been great down low for them. Siloam Springs Panthers.
Yeah.
They are the Panthers.
And Brooke Smith as well. She didn't have a lot of points on. She's only got 4s. We're just underway here in the second half, but she's made a lot of plays underneath. As Emma Ream with the basketball, trying to find it to Newland, went through her hands, but Myatt picks it up to Newland, trying to get there involved in the game. Nice move, and Alex Newland. She's got 4. It's a nice play underneath on the low block, and Greenbrier's lead is 5 to start the second half.
JB, as you might like to say, she did not put too much mustard on it. She put just enough to put it in the basket.
Just what she needed, and Brooke Smith underneath with the left hand, right on cue. She's got 6 points. We mentioned her earlier a little bit, that she's got some nice moves down there underneath in the post. They give it over to Newland. Newland back out to Griffin to Betts. Bounce pass one more to Myatt. Siloam still in that 3-2 zone.
I'll tell you, Siloam's doing a great job of kind of breaking up those passing lanes, because if Greenbrier makes those passes just a little bit quicker, each one just a little bit quicker, they have open shots. But Siloam's doing just enough to cover up enough of the passing lane to where they have to bounce pass it or they have to put a high arc on the pass, and that's giving Siloam just enough time to go back and cover up the open shot.
Well, too, and I noticed in that 2-3 zone, too, it gives them an opportunity to double-team Newland down low, too.
Absolutely. As Mimo Jackler with the basketballs, watching a little bit there as Coach Edmondson and the ref were talking a little bit there on that jump ball call. Jacklick with a 3, though, ties the game up. My goodness, they're on the right wing. But anyways, and they were getting into it a little bit, I think. The ref kind of gave them a little warning there in the corner. As Betts with the basketball. They give it, trying to feed it down low, but it's stolen away by Mormon and Siloam. And then Ream steals it away in transition. This is the 3rd tie of the basketball game. Griffin through the lane, had it ball tipped away, and Jacklett's got it. 2-on-1 break. Betts trying to play some defense to Mormon. Left hand, got it. And Siloam's up by 2. It's 32-30.
Siloam's been off to a great start, and really it's defensively forcing a lot of errors for Greenbrier. Greenbrier's trying to move it too quick, and Siloam's going to capitalize each time.
Michaela Betts with the basketball, trying to tie or take the lead on this trip. Griffin out high. Siloam still in that 3-2 zone. They get it to Ream. 3 ball for the lead. In and out, no good. That one went rattled around the rim.
And that's a good shot. I mean, you want it to fall, obviously, but you're going to be okay when those don't fall, because most of the time, coming from Emily Ream, they are going to fall.
On the other end, Newland with a nice defensive play, altered the shot of Brooke Ross, and Myatt on our end with the layup, and we're tied at 32. Riley Myatt's got 7 points tonight, The 4th tie of the game. They give it over to Jacklick. Wide open, Mia Hebner, 3 ball. Off the side of the rim and then over the backboard out of play, and it'll go to Greenbrier. Tied at 32 here. As Teifel will enter the game for Siloam. Kylie Griffin with the basketball across the timeline with 5:05 to play in the 3rd quarter. She gives it over to Reem. That's oh man, called a moving screen on Riley Myatt. And you know it was a moving screen when 2 of those refs saw it and they both called at the same time.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I mean, as in like I didn't see what happened. Not that it wasn't there.
Yeah, I knew what you mean. It was one of those plays as I was seeing it develop. Myatt just wasn't quite set when she was going in. Other end. Ross, another defensive sequence there from Newland. She alters the shot, and Griffin looking to push. To Reem. Crossover dribble through the lane. Now she bounced past to Newland. A lot of traffic. Ball tipped away. Myatt's got it, and that's a foul. It's on Mormon.
I don't know about that call. I mean, I think that Riley Myatt never had control of the basketball. She seemed a little out of control, quite frankly.
But the ref saw something there, and with 4:38 in the in the 3rd quarter, we're tied at 32. Greenbrier trying to solve this 3-2 zone. It's giving them fits all night. They find Betts in the corner. Bounce pass to Reem. Through the lane. Floaters blocked by Brooke Ross, and Siloam's got numbers. Jacklick, other end. Ball fake, and then threw it away, but Siloam maintains possession. They'll have to set it back up. Feeds it over to Jacklick. Ball tipped away by Reem, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Mimo Jacklick. Greenbrier will get the basketball there on a nice defensive play from Emma Reem.
I'm surprised, too, that the referee that made the call was actually behind the play. I'm surprised that he didn't ask for help.
Some help, yeah.
From the other side.
And I could see Jacklick was frustrated. My goodness. Steal there from Mormon on a bad pass. Other end. Reem fouled her. And Mormon finishes. She's got a chance for a 3-point play.
You know, JB, that was one thing that we talked about. If you're going to foul her, at least make sure that you're going to alter the shot completely and not allow it to get up. And this is why, because she's now at the line with a chance to put an extra one in.
That's the first foul on Emma Reem, but Mormon's got a chance at a 3-point play. It rattles around and drops out. Greenbrier's got the board. Ahead to Newland. Nearly threw it too far, but Betts is able to maintain possession. Greenbrier's down by 2 with 3:47 to play in the 3rd quarter. Emma Reem with it. This defense from Siloam, guys, it's definitely been tough here in the 2nd half. Greenbrier's been struggling to find some answers. Down low goes Griffin through the lane. Got it to go. Kylie Griffin. She's got 10, and the Greenbrier's tied it up at 34, the 5th tie of the night. And then the ball's loose there from Eford. Griffin comes out of there with it. Over it goes to Betts through the lane, and she draws some contact and a foul. She'll go to the line with an opportunity to give Greenbrier the lead back.
Yeah, I thought right there actually the foul. I actually thought it was on the floor. I know Siloam Springs player bumped her, but
well, because she put her hands up, and you saw that initial bump. It was a kind of a late call too.
Yeah.
So as it is, Michaela Betts goes to the free throw line. She knocks down the first one. It's her 4th point of the night. She'll have one more coming here. Greenbrier has the lead again. It has gone back and forth tonight, all night. And Betts knocks them both down. Greenbrier's lead is 2. One thing we haven't seen tonight, guys, is that press that we normally see from our Lady Panthers. And Michaela Betts, after the steal, she's fouled. Looks like that's on Mormon. Indeed it is. That's the 2nd foul on Sydney Mormon. 36-34 our score. And it looks like Siloam wants a timeout. With 3:09 to play in the 3rd quarter, we'll take the timeout with them. 36-34 our score.
The Greenbrier Panther Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
And out of the timeout. Greenbrier will have the basketball with 3:04 to play in the third quarter. Kylie Griffin with it now. Up by 2. A feed over to Ream in the corner. Siloam still in that 3-2 zone. Ball tipped away, but Myatt finds Betts in the corner for 3. No good, but Siloam pulls down the board. Other end it goes. Jacklick with the basketball. Over it goes to Mormon. One more over in the corner now to Teifel. To Jacklick. Teifel with the basketball. Crossover dribble. Back to Jacklick. One more to Eford. Now to Mormon, but Greenbrier playing some good defense here. Greenbrier's in a 2-3 zone now. Underneath Ross. Ball blocked by Newland. That's the third time in a row down there on the defensive side that Newland playing some great defense, altering the shot. Getting the block there that time. Myatt gets it over to Michaela Betts. Betts bounce pass to Emma Ream. One more to Myatt. And with 2:12 to play, Greenbrier a 2-point lead in the basketball. Newland underneath. Throws it up, but she traveled with the basketball. And Siloam will get the ball now. Down by a bucket with 2:07 to play after the turnover is Mia Havner will check back into the game for Siloam.
You know, these teams match up so well together, and I'll tell you why. It's because they play a lot of the same ball. Both of these teams do. They have some bigger girls down low that play a lot of good ball in the paint on offense and on defense. And they have heavy contributors all across the offensive side from there that can shoot the 3 ball.
Jacklick there on right wing, right on Q-Town. She drains it and gives Siloam the lead back. 37-36, Siloam up by 1. Betts through the lane, and she traveled with the basketball. That's not what you want to do there on alternating possessions there when you're down by 1.
Yeah, well, no, and it looked like she was maybe going for that hop step and then a pass maybe. But you got to land on 2 feet, I do believe, and it looked like she kind of stutter-stepped there.
Yeah. One thing I mentioned earlier we haven't seen is Greenbrier coming out in that press. They're in a 2-3 zone now. They're on about a 16-footer, no good from Mormon. Greenbrier to the board with 1:20 to go in the quarter. Down by 1. Griffin through the lane, and she's going to be fouled, and she's fouled hard. It'll be on the floor, it looks like. Fouls on Havner.
Yeah, that's something Greenbrier's going to have to continue to do is to attack that basket. They've already got Siloam Springs already has 4 fouls.
In the half, yeah. Inbounds to Newland. Over now it goes to Ream, top of the key. Bounce past Newland. Out it goes Betts. 3 for the lead. Off the side of the rim, no good, but Kylie Griffin the rebound. Greenbrier gets another possession. Myatt, top of the key. 3, and she drains it. Nothing but net from Riley Myatt. Greenbrier's got a 2-point lead.
And it all started with Kylie Griffin attacking the basket and going in and getting that offensive rebound.
No question. Greenbrier, a 2-point lead now with 46 seconds to play in the quarter. And Siloam looking for some answers. Underneath to Ross. Through the lane, left hand, got it. We're tied at 39.
Siloam Springs is going to have to keep that going to stay in this game, and they're doing a really great job of it.
And Emma Ream traveled with the basketball through the lane. Maybe trying to do a little too much there and turns it over.
You know, that is something interesting. My uncle, he refs football, and he's done a little bit of basketball before, and he's told me that if he sees someone Eurostep, he's calling it every time. He thinks that that's 3 steps. There are refs out there that think a classic Eurostep is 3 steps.
Sure.
Because you get that 1 to gather, and then you have 2 after that, and that's where all the controversy is over it.
12 seconds to go. There's a 3 there from Mormon, no good, but offensive board there for Smith, and they've got the lead. 8 points with 4 seconds to go. 41-39, Betts 3 at the buzzer won't go, and that's how the third quarter will end as Mike Baker has joined us. Mike, were you about to say something?
Yeah, I was just going to say, unfortunately, a true Euro step is not a travel. If you do it right, it is 2 steps. It just looks like it is because that second step, it's so long. Refs always want to call it. It's hard to get away with that in high school basketball. Obviously, as you get later into the college basketball, NBA, they get a little bit, they don't really care about what it looks like, but it's hard to get away with an actual perfect Euro step. It's hard to get away with that even at the high school level.
And what's interesting to me is that And depending on who the crew is at the game, it's going to get called more, it's going to get called less.
Exactly.
Well,
We've got
guys-
an anti-Euro step crew here.
That's right. Guys, we got a good one here heading into the fourth quarter here of conference play. Both teams are 1-1. It's going to come down to the fourth quarter, as it always does. But what I mean by that is it's a 2-point game, a one-possession game heading into the fourth quarter. Greenbrier led after the end of the first quarter. They led at the end of the second, heading into halftime. Siloam's up by 2. It's going to be interesting heading into this last 8 minutes. Who's going to have more offense and who's going to play through and score some points?
Seems like I joined at the perfect time, JB. I get the best quarter here. Some close basketball.
Talon would like you to go get some popcorn. And here we go. 7:47 to play in the basketball game. Betts gets it out. Over it goes to Myatt. Greenbrier down by 2 with the basketball, but no more as Jacklick comes out of there with it with a steal for Siloam. I believe that was actually Mormon who knocked it around, but Jacklick has it.
Just forced that pass a little too much.
Abner, lob to Smith. Over it goes. Jump shot from Ross inside the arc, no good. Riley Myatt pulls down the board, and then Smith with a blocking foul. Probably not what you want to do there if you're Brooke Smith. That's your second foul.
Yeah, it's not at all what you want to do, but if you're a Greenbrier Panther, you're very happy about that because that should put them up to 6 fouls.
Well, I think that just went to 5. Yeah.
5 fouls.
But all that means is they've got only one more foul to give before Greenbrier's in the bonus the rest of the way. So there we go, Riley Myatt with it. Oh, it's a kickball, and it will be on Mormon. It's honestly not a terribly bad decision sometimes to do that. That was a skip pass that was going to go in the corner to Myatt, but Mormon got the foot down and kept it from going. 7:04 to play in the game. Neither team has scored in the quarter, but Greenbrier down by 2 with the basketball. Bounce pass over, it goes to Kylie Griffin. And now Myatt with it. Ball fake, back to Griffin. Bounce pass stolen away by Brooke Smith, and Siloam with it.
Man, I'll tell you, Siloam is so disciplined with that zone. They do such a great job of staying in their territory and guarding every single inch of it.
They get it out to Hebner. Thought about a 3. The ball's tipped away, stolen by Griffin. 2-on-1 break. Griffin through the lane, and she's fouled by Jacklick. That's the 3rd foul on Jacklick. And Kylie Griffin steals. Couldn't score, but she's going to the line and an opportunity to tie the ball game. And another point to be made is that now Siloam with her 6th foul, Greenbrier will be in the bonus the rest of the way.
You know, Jacklick is one that does not need to be in foul trouble for this Siloam team. She's been outstanding from the 3-point line tonight.
Absolutely. She's got 3 of them. And she's got a smooth stroke. We've talked about that all night long. As the second free throw from Griffin is good. She gets 1 of 2. She'll have 11 points tonight. The Siloam lead's been trimmed to 1. And now Greenbrier comes in that press we've been talking about, trying to force some turnovers. And that's a foul. Kicked it out to Havner. Myatt met her, but there's a lot of contact, and that'll be a foul on Myatt.
Yeah, you got to give her space to land.
Yeah, and I like that move from Coach Edmondson there to do a little half-court press out of a free throw. Coming out of a free throw, it's the easiest time to go into a press because everybody's able to kind of set up and get ready, and a half-court press is perfect because you come in and you're not ready for it. You've already thrown the ball in, and you're unprepared for it. So a great move from Edmondson. I hope he keeps that half-court press on there.
Entry pass, it goes to Ross. Bounce pass to Smith. Somebody left her open, and Smith finishes. She's got 10 tonight. Siloam's lead is 3. And then Ream, crossover dribble, other end, through the lane, drawing contact. No foul, but she finishes. Ream with 8, and it's back to a 1-point game.
I don't know how she got that one. It was a great shot. It
was a long step, Euro step there.
That's right. Siloam had beat the press. They're ahead with it now as Havner has it. To the free throw line to Ross, down low to Smith, and it'll be a blocking foul on Myatt.
That's a good call.
It's Myatt's 3rd foul. The good thing, it should be on the floor, so Siloam will have to inbound. That's just the 4th team foul for Greenbrier.
That's her 4th foul. She can't foul out. Got 1 more.
Is it really? I think that was just her 3rd.
They said 4th, I think.
Huh.
They could be wrong.
I've got 3 and they got 3 up there, but maybe it is 4. Either way, got to be careful. You're right. Ross with it now on the low block, driving through the lane. Shot won't go, but Smith's there to clean it up. Couldn't finish. Gets her on board again, throws it up, no good, and Kylie Griffin pulls down the board.
Greenbrier really caught a break there, and they're going to have to do better on the offensive glass.
Other end layup, no good. Battle for it.
Don't love that shot. Kind of fading away. I think you can get a better shot down there after the rebound.
Brooke Smith down low goes to Ross, hands it off to Smith, throws it up off the glass. Smith's got it. And looks like Greenbrier wants a timeout with 5:10 to go in the basketball game. Siloam's up 45-42. We'll be right back.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. At American Safeguard Insurance,
well, we'll be back, we're back here inside of the pad with 5:10 to go in the basketball game, and Riley Myatt does have 4 fouls, so I apologize there, Mike and Talon and Matt McJunkins, who's over there.
No, that's fine. I accept your apology.
I apologize to Sean as well.
JB, I don't really care.
4:53 to go in the game. Siloam's up by 3, but Greenbrier's got to find some answers. Siloam's been in this 3-2 zone all night. Been causing some problems. Michaela Betts with it out high.
Well, I'll tell you when it hasn't caused problems, and that's whenever Siloam struggled to get inside of the passing lane, whenever Greenbrier gets a pass to an open person.
Bounce pass there from Smith. Ball. They're going to call Myatt from behind. She might have just fouled out of the game.
Man, that was terrible for Myatt.
That's on Myatt.
But speaking on that offensive possession there, great play. If they just kept on swinging around, they had a good idea, just threw it right in the passing lane, hesitated a little too much. But if they can get that zone moving and kind of swing the ball really fast, that's how they're going to get open looks.
Well, with 4:30 to play, Siloam's in a good spot. There's still a lot of basketball game to be played, but Myatt fouling out. Carly Reynolds will come in. Going to have to step up like she always does.
Well, I'll tell you, she's stepped up now for the past 2 weeks. She's seasoned and ready.
They get it in down low to Jacklick. Now she brings it back out high. Michaela Betts on her. Greenbrier's in a man-to-man now. Smith with the ball fake. Crossover dribble, driving through the lane, and that's a foul. Wow, who they call that one on? Through the lane. It's going to be on Carly Reynolds, who just entered the game. That's her first foul, but 6th team foul. It wasn't on the floor, so it doesn't matter. As Brooke Smith goes to the line, an opportunity to extend it to a 2-possession ball game. First free throw's up, and she drains it.
Man, that's a tough call, JB. I mean, it's hard for a ref to call those, quick bang-bang plays where somebody drives in and somebody grabs the ball from it. It can look like a foul, it can look clean. He just went with foul there. I mean, it could have probably been a travel too, I don't know, but
Smith's got 13 points as she misses the second free throw. Carly Reynolds trying to pull down the board, and that's a foul. And that means free throws. Wow. They call a foul there. Siloam aggressive to get the rebound, but they call the foul. That's a foul on Brooke Smith, her third, as Carly Reynolds will go to the free throw line with 4:05 to play in the basketball game. She'll go to the line at an opportunity for a 1-and-1 here. First free throw's up from Reynolds. Got it to go. She earns the bonus. Reynolds has 5 tonight. Siloam's done a good job of playing some good defense on Newland. Newland's only got 4 tonight. Second free throw from Reynolds. Off the side of the rim, no good, and Siloam pulls down the board. That's Brooke Smith. She gives it over to Mimo Jacklick, and with 4:01 to play, Siloam's up by 3. They give it over to Mormon. Out high, Brooke Ross. Lobs it down low to Smith. Underneath, got it to go.
Well, I'll tell you, that's a great pass there, but there were 3 Panthers there. There's not much of an excuse to be had as to why that didn't
she just shouldn't be able to get the ball that deep. Once she gets it that deep, she's either going to score or get fouled and go to the free throw line. There's no excuse for her to have the ball that deep,
Reynolds' 3 won't go, but Ream pulls down the offensive board. Reynolds, cross-court feed to Griffin, now to Betts. Free throw line, jumper, too strong. Siloam's got the board, and with 3:20 to go, up by 5. It's their biggest lead of the night. Greenbrier's going to come out in that press, though. Siloam beats it. Mormon's got it, nearly lost the dribble. Kicks it out to Brooks Smith, and she'll slow it down. Gives it over to Mormon. Up top to Jacklet. Open, Hebner. 3 ball, in and out, no good. Newland the rebound. Greenbrier looking to push. Emery, crossover dribble. Through the lane. Floats it up. Ball's going to be blocked. Betts gets the offensive board, though. Ball blocked again. Hebner blocked 2 in a row, and Siloam comes out of there with it. With 2:47 to go, they're up by 5, and Jacklet will bring it across. Over it goes to Brooks Smith. To Ross. Ball fake underneath. Left hand won't go. Carly Reynolds the board. To Ream. Ahead it goes to Betts. Jacklet with the foul from behind. That's the 4th foul on Jacklet, and Michaela Betts will go to the free throw line.
I thought that was pretty clean. I'm actually going to stick up for Siloam Springs this time.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. I thought there was all ball there. I didn't see a lot of contact. I think it's just that Michaela Betts, she can be such a small person driving in there into the basket.
It's easy to kind of give her some help as a ref.
Betts goes to the free throw line. First free throw's up and good. She's got 6. An opportunity now in the second free throw to make it a 1-possession game as Ashton Hopper checks into the game with 2:31 to go. Second free throw, Betts. Short off the front of the rim. Siloam's got the board. Hebner to Jacklick. Kylie Griffin playing on her. And it goes to Ross to Smith. Siloam beats that pressure quick. And with 2:20 to go, they got it over to Jacklick. 4-point game right now. To Smith. Feeds it to Ross underneath off to the left hand. Fouled from behind. That probably is going to be on Emery, I'd imagine, from behind.
Yeah, it's on Emery. I mean, that's just a great job of hitting a cross-court pass, shoots everybody out of position, and then hitting the middle. I mean, that's how you beat a zone. That's how you beat a press.
Well, Brooke Ross is going to the line. She's got 13 tonight. First free throw's up, nothing but net. She's got 14, and she'll have 1 more to come right here. 5 points is their biggest lead of the night. Free throw here would make it 6.
Yeah, it's been a close one.
Gets them both to go. She's got 15, and Siloam's up by 6 here late with 2:12 to go in the basketball game. Kylie Griffin with it. She'll give it over to Emery. Over to Betts. This 3-2 zone from Siloam has been tough. 3 from Ream, no good. Siloam trying to chase down the board, and they will. Jacklick with it. That should have been a carry. Might have got away with one there. Brooke Smith with it, though. Crossover dribble through the lane. Kicks it out to Mormon, and Siloam going to waste some clock here. Jacklick over to Smith, and that'll be a foul.
Yeah, there have been a lot of frustrating plays for the Panthers here as of late.
Emery with her 3rd foul, and now Brooke Smith will go to the free throw line. She's been good tonight, guys. She's got 15. Her and Brooke Ross both have 15. First free throw's up. Fair at the 1-and-1, and she knocks it down. She's got 16 tonight. I'm telling you, she didn't score a whole lot in that first half, but she has come to life here in the second half, and Brooke Smith's a good basketball player.
She is, yeah. She's been tearing us up.
Yeah, they've really been tearing the paint up. That's where they have fought all night long, is inside of the paint.
She can't make the second one, but Eford pulls down the board and then throws it away. Ream's got it. Ahead to Kylie Griffin. And no foul called there. Oh, now there's a foul call. It looked like it was late. I didn't hear the call.
Ooh.
Kylie Griffin hits it, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line, and an opportunity at a 3-point play.
Kylie Griffin's got to be careful, though. She slapped the floor afterwards, but she thought it wasn't a foul. Maybe she knew it was a foul, and that's why she was doing it. But, yeah, she definitely got fouled there. I was actually about to say she should have gotten it.
I never heard the whistle, and as she was getting up, I could tell she looked either frustrated or excited. So
maybe a bit of both.
Griffin, a chance for the 3-point play, and she gets it. Kylie Griffin's got 14. The lead has been trimmed to 5.
Full court press
to 4.
Full court zone press.
Inbounds causing troubles, but Griffin's out of bounds. The ball's knocked away, but hey, I tell you what, inbounding here on the sideline, they're not going to be able to run with the basketball. It looks like Brooke Smith's going to come back into the game.
Now, Matt McDuncan's pointed out to me, they got 30. They're going to have a girl open down here, but that's what they actually want. They want a long cross-court pass that's in the air for a while so that we can have the back girl run up and steal it. We want somebody to be just enough open so their eyes look to it and throw it long, because we want a long pass, so we can exploit that.
They got it in.
Long enough.
Brooke Smith over now to Jacklick. Lobs it ahead to Smith. They beat it. They get a trap, and Griffin gets the steal. Ahead it goes to Betts. Underneath, bounce pass, Ream back to Betts. Not going to be fouled, and Siloam pulls down the board. And now there's a foul on Ream.
How many fouls is that for Ream? I know she's had 3 right here in the last little bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think that's her 4th.
You got to finish that one. You got to. I mean, great steal. Great steal. You just got to finish down there. Or at least draw enough contact, you know.
Well, Mia Hebner going to the line, an opportunity. The worst that she can do is make it a 6-point game, so it'll still be a 2-possession basketball game, but this is just a 1-and-1. Free throws up. Too strong. Rebound pulled down by Griffin. Greenbrier down by 4 with 1:12 to go. And they get it ahead to Emma Ream. Crossover dribble now, top of the key, Michaela Betts. In the corner to Griffin. Ball fake. Oh, off the leg there. A little bit of kickball. That's the right call there. Off of Mormon.
Now, if you're wondering why this other ref didn't call it, it's because I don't think he saw any extension of the leg, which technically in the rule book, the leg does have to be extending outward for it to be a kickball, whereas I think they threw it off of her leg.
Right.
So we kind of got bailed out there, but.
Well, I think we would have maintained possession either way.
For sure. But we wouldn't have had to like get out of a stressful situation.
56 seconds to go. In the corner, Betts, ball fake, down low Newland, underneath, through the lane, got it to go. No foul called, but Greenbrier's cut the lead to 2. Newland's got 6, and then a steal from Ream. Underneath, shot won't go, but Siloam's with it now. Ball tipped away, Ream's got it. And what's the call? Is that a foul? We got a foul. Emma Ream will go to the line. An opportunity to tie the ball game. And Greenbrier's in the double bonus, so it'll be 2 free throws no matter what. And that's the 5th foul on Mimo Jacklick. She just fouled out of the game.
Oh, what a huge foul call for the Greenbrier Panthers.
Wow.
I mean, that's we hate to see somebody go to the bench, but as far as it being that's a positive thing for the Panthers because she's really good. She's tearing us up.
The Greenbrier Panthers.
Yeah.
They're both Panthers.
Yeah. I caught on to that eventually.
It's double bonus. That's right. 2 free throws here is Emma Ream. This is some big free throws coming up, fellas. With 40 seconds to go in the basketball game, it has been a nail-biter going back and forth. Each team has lost a starter as Mimo Jacklick just fouled out of the game. Riley Myatt fouled out a little bit earlier.
Yeah, but if I'm Emma Ream here, I mean, these are definitely big free throws, and it is going to be a nervous situation. But I'm not going to be like crazy nervous because there's 40 seconds left on the clock. Our defense is taking the ball from them. Their best point guard just fouled out.
No question.
So, if they get the ball back and I don't make a free throw here if I'm Emma Ream, then, I'm not going to be as nervous as I would be if there was like 2 seconds on the clock.
Sure.
Big, very different situation here. You've got plenty of time on the clock. This is not make or break the game here. They are big free throws, though.
Well, I'll tell you, I think really every single game in this conference, all across the state, everywhere in the 5A West, you're going to have games like these all season long. Everyone is so competitive within each other. I mean, we've had nail-biters all the way through conference play except for that Greenwood game, and Greenwood is so far and above everybody else right now.
Well, it looks like somebody else got the foul. I guess they changed it.
They did. So Jacklick's still in the game, which is a huge blessing for Siloam if that's indeed what it looks like. We'll see what the call is.
It's a bit odd. You don't see that too often where they come back and change it.
They still have 5 at the scorer's table. 5 fouls at the scorer's table.
Yeah.
No, I think they might be sticking with the call. I'm not sure. Siloam's head coach is not happy, and they're going to have to take out Jacklick. Brooke Smith will come in, and guys, that's huge. Jacklick's one of the biggest. She's the main point guard. She's had some scoring tonight as well.
She's that player that if you're in a pinch, that's who you're going to.
Yeah.
And she can distribute the ball well. She's got a phenomenal no-look pass.
Ream, first free throw's up, drops home, and Greenbrier's within 1. Emma Ream with a clutch first free throw. She's got 1 more to come here, and like we've said, there's still plenty of time left. Got to get back and play some defense no matter what as Ashton Hopper and Alex Newman are playing back.
I'll tell you,
free throw from Ream's no good. Trying to beat the pressure ahead. Siloam, bounce pass ahead to Smith. They get it over to Mormon, and Siloam beating the press. Looking for a trap in the corner. We got a timeout for Siloam, and that's a good call. So with 30 seconds to play, Siloam calling a timeout, 51-50 our score. Siloam's up by 1, and guys, this is some fun stuff.
You know, I'll tell you, with a socially distanced crowd and all the COVID things going on, it's pretty loud in this place right now.
We got 104 watching right now. We want to thank you all for tuning in, whether you're from Greenbrier or Siloam Springs or wherever you're from. We really appreciate you tuning in. This game's going to be decided not necessarily in the next 30 seconds, fellas. That's all that's left in regulation, but we expect it to come down to the wire as it has, and it's gone back and forth all night long.
Yeah, I was just going to jump on here and say, too, you know, one of the great things about having some of these games on the internet, you know, is not only do fans from Siloam get to watch it, but if you've got family that lives out of state, I know I have an aunt that actually lives in Oregon, and we don't ever get to see them.
Wow.
And so this is an opportunity for them to see their nephew play and or wherever that is. But it's a neat deal. Again, I'd like to say thank you to the crew of JB and Talon and Mike for making it happen.
Absolutely. Well, here we go, out of the timeout. Siloam inbounds with 30 seconds to go. They get it ahead to Eford. Picks up her dribble, and she's fouled there. That's either, I think that's on Betts, perhaps.
Just about to say, I was wondering what Coach Edmondson was going to do out of that toss-in. Was he going to foul right away? Was he going to wait to foul a certain person? Was he just going to try and play it out and just try and steal the ball? Looks like he went with a quick foul.
He did. Eford hasn't scored tonight.
It's a smart
decision. Here we go. First free throw's up. She's in the double bonus. First one's no good. So the best thing that Siloam can do now is make it a 2-point game.
Greenbrier's going to have to box out, something that they've struggled some with here tonight.
Got to get a rebound. Put Reynolds in to get a rebound.
Here we go, Eford. Second free throw's up. Missed them both.
Oh, can't have that.
Offensive board, though, for Siloam. And we got a jump ball. It looks like the possession error will stay with Siloam, but with 25 seconds to go, Siloam did what they needed to. Got a break there off the missed free throw, pulled down the offensive board.
Well, I'll tell you, and that missed free throw is the most perfect scenario because it hits that back of the rim and bounces straight back up and right into the middle where Siloam's got players ready to rebound.
Still got to rebound that, though. That's heartbreaking.
Mormon inbounds to Smith. Over there on the right wing. Losing her dribble a little bit. Now she beats it. Lost control of it. Near half court now, and she's going to be fouled. That's by, let's see who that's going to be on. If it's Ream, that's her fifth. It's on Emma Ream, and she just fouled out of the game.
Somebody else has got a foul there.
Well, with 15 seconds to go, again, the worst they can do is make it a 3-point game. So it's going to be a one-possession game no matter what after these free throws. Brooke Smith's got some tough free throws coming right here, fellas, too. Not near as crucial, you know, if you're down, but these are some big free throws nonetheless. First one's up. Too strong off the back of the iron. And again, Talon, we mentioned this earlier, got to box out right here.
Box out, JV.
Here we go, Brooke Smith. Second free throw. Too strong again. Offensive board, no. Newland's got it to Reynolds. Got to hurry. And we got a timeout, it looks like, for Siloam. With 14 seconds to go, we are going to hit a break real quick. We'll be back. 51-50, our score.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
Well, here we go, guys, with 14 seconds to go. What do you think Coach Edmondson's talking about in the huddle?
He's getting a play set up right now for his girls, probably to get it to Newland. Down low, they don't want a three here. They want it down to Newland.
Even getting a foul,
Yeah, even getting a foul.
And you know, I was going to say, they want the best shot. Not the good shot, the best shot.
Sure.
And that's what he's probably telling them. He's like, if you have a decent shot and there's still time, pass it up and get a good shot. Get a great shot.
And if you're Coach Rippey, you just want to play good defense and not foul. Don't give any good looks. Here we go. Griffin with it with 10 seconds. Bats out high. Gets a screen there from Hopper. Through the lane. Ball's blocked. Newland saves it to Reynolds. Three for the lead. No good. Battle for the board, and it's going to be a foul on Greenbrier with 2 seconds to go. Looks like Michaela Betts commits her fourth foul. Free throws on the other end. And I tell you guys, if Reynolds had hit that three, this place would have erupted.
Yeah, I was ready for it. I mean, just got blocked in there. Probably should have dished it out, but they did what they could. There's still time on the clock.
Mormon, two free throws coming here. First one's up and good.
Even if she
got
makes
7.
this, there's still a chance to get one up.
Yeah, but you got to move quick.
Yeah, I would miss this. I mean, honestly.
I mean, if I'm Siloam, I'm going to go press too.
Mormon makes the second one, so with 2.4 seconds to go, Coach Edmondson wants a timeout. Siloam's up by 3, and if you're Greenbrier here, you're going to need a quick 3.
Very quick, yeah.
And if you're Siloam, you really don't want to – you might foul here off the inbounds, to be honest with you. That's right. Small foul off the inbounds, the best you can do is 2. We'll see what ends up happening. What you don't want to do is foul on a three-pointer. You don't want them to get inbounds, get a shot up, and then foul them. Needless to say, Siloam's in a pretty good spot with 2.4 seconds to go.
What a great team this has been coming in here. They attacked well. They attacked in the paint a lot tonight, and they shot the 3 ball. Not the greatest I've ever seen, but, I mean, they did a pretty decent job shooting from outside. But
sure,
the story's been in the paint. They played excellent getting to the free throw line and getting shots up inside of the paint.
That's right. Both Brooke Ross and Brooke Smith, they both just really played excellently tonight down the low block in the paint, like you said. Jacklick was great from beyond the arc. Mormon's added 8. So they've had some key contributors, but here we go. With 2.4 seconds to go, Greenbrier's last hopes. Reynolds inbounds, tipped around. Siloam with the stop. They got it. Foul there from Newland. And that's how it's going to end. 53-50 is the final score. Siloam was the better team tonight, and they pull it out to give Greenbrier their second loss of the year. Greenbrier falls 11-11-2 on the year. They drop to 1-2 in conference play. Siloam Springs increases their record to 10-4.
And they're going to give Siloam Springs technical shots.
What?
Well, it won't be technical. They called a foul on Alex Newland with no time on the clock.
What are you doing? The game's over. There's not even any time left.
It's because Sean Mathis said it's because at the end of the year a tie can come down to a point spread in a game. So that 4-point spread between the Greenbrier Panthers and the Siloam Springs Panthers at the end of a game, it can mean something in conference seeding at the end of the year. So
that's right. Well, to close out the scoring real quick before we hit to a break, I'm going to go over the scoring, and then when we'll hit a break, and we'll have the pregame for the boys game a little bit later. So here we go quickly. Brooke Smith led all scores for Siloam, or for all scores, both sides. She had 17. Brooke Ross added 15. Mimo Jacklick had 9. Sydney Mormon added 8. And then Mia Hebner had 5. That's it for them. They had 5 players that scored, but they added a lot for our Lady Panthers. Kylie Griffin led the way with 14. Riley Myatt had 10. Emma Ream had 8 points. Michaela Betts and Alex Newland both added 6. And Carly Reynolds had 5 points. 54-50. Siloam knocks off our Panthers. We're going to hit a break, and we will have the pregame for the boys a little bit later.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. With the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other, you will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get there early because it will not last long. You can find us on Facebook at Old Bart Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease. For a free inspection, call Robert Branscombe at 733-8790 or Chad Stevenson at 697-6606. At Vision Roofing, they have the vision to see you through. The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
We are just about set for the starting lineups of the boys matchup. Before we head down to the court, I wanted to go quickly over both teams starting, or excuse me, their records. They're about to head to the starting lineups. Greenbrier coming into the matchup. Our boys are 3-9. They are 1-2 in conference play. However, Siloam Springs 6-8 overall, but they also are 1-2 in conference play as we're just about set for the starting lineups. So we'll head down to the court for the starting lineups.
At guard, 5'10" senior, 14, Landon Ward. At forward, 6'2" sophomore, 15, Dalton Newman. And at center, senior, 6'6", number 44, Jackson Ford. Siloam Springs is coached by Tim Stewart, Chris Cameron, and Bill Covington. Now the starting lineup for your Greenbrier Panthers. A 5'10" senior, number 10, Nate Barrington. A 6' sophomore, number 4, Jack Runzen. A 6'1" junior, number 23, Reese Jones. A 5'10" junior, number 1, Jacob Mathis. And a 6'4" junior, number 55, Josh Robinson. Panthers are coached by Mike Simmons, assistant Caleb Ellison.
Well, there you go. The starting lineups for both sides as we're just about set for the tip-off. For Siloam Springs, it'll be Perkins, Soderquist, Ward, Newman, and Ford. Jackson Ford, the 6'6" forward. He will be at midcourt to jump center. For our Greenbrier Panthers, it'll be Josh Robinson, Jacob Mathis, Jack Runzik, Nate Barentine, and Reese Jones, the starting five. So, we're just about set. The ref heads to midcourt, and the ball's in the air. Opening tip, won by Siloam. Jackson Ford pulled it down, and they will have the basketball to start the basketball game. Perkins with it, gives it over to Jackson Ford, out high. Over it goes in the corner, spin move there from Ward, but he traveled with the basketball. And the first possession of the basketball game is the turnover. Now Runzik needing somebody to inbounds to.
He was looking for a foul right there and didn't get it.
He was. We got Mac McJunkins in the booth tonight.
Yes, sir.
As well as Mike Baker, so and Talon Newton as well. So we got a full crew. As Josh Robinson underneath is fouled.
That was a good strong move right there. Able to get to the line there.
He'll go to the line to shoot a pair. That's something that we didn't see a lot of in the girls' game was a lot of foul trouble early. It was flipped. We were in foul trouble. Good to see to get the action down low. Robinson misses the first free throw, though, trying to get the first points of the basketball game here.
Maybe that's why we didn't press as much early. I thought we could have pressed, and with them being so big and us so quick, we took the ball away from them the whole game.
That's right.
Oh, speaking of presses, here we go. Man-to-man, full court.
Greenbrier starting out in that
aggressive
man-to-man press. Here we go.
I like it.
Josh Robinson knocked down the second free throw, so he's got 1 point as Soderquist hands it off to Ward. Out high it goes to Perkins. Perkins to Newman. Newman down low to Ford. He backs his way in. Robinson's on him. Ford with the right hand. Robinson blocked his shot and then pulls down the board.
That was good defense right there. That's a lot of man down there, number 44.
It is. As they get it over to Nate Barentine. Out high now to Reese Jones. Back to Barentine. Looking to drive. Jones, top of the key. 3. Off the backboard, no good, but Barentine pulls down the offensive board, and he kicks it out to Runzik for a 3, and Runzik gets it to go from the right corner. Greenbrier's up 4-0.
Good shot right there.
Excuse me, Ward with the basketball now. Ward driving through the lane, little floater, got it to go.
Yeah, he's going to be a problem if we let him. I mean, he'll be a problem quick for us.
We'll see if that same referee that called Carey last game was going to let him do that the whole game.
Siloam's first points of the game is Siloam's boys team comes out in the 3-2 zone as well. Tried to lob down low for Mathis, but Ford knocked it out of play. And with 6:24 to play in the first quarter, Greenbrier's up by a bucket. And inbound here on the sideline. They get it in to Barentine. Picks up his dribble out high, gives it to Runzik now. Runzik picks up his dribble as well. And they'll give it over to Mathis. I'm telling you, these 3-2 zones are tough to break. You almost got to shoot your way out of them. Try to find some penetration down low. Runzik to Mathis on the low block. Kicks it out. Barentine, ball fake, dribble drive, and 3 seconds in the lane. That's a turnover. That was either on Robinson or Mathis. But Siloam will have the basketball. Down by 2 with 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. And they get it out to Soderquist. Now to Perkins out high. Barentine's on him. Perkins hands it off to Soderquist. Over now it goes to Ward. Now to Ford. Back to Ward now. Ward and Ford. Ward pulls the 3 there. No good. Ball's tipped around. An offensive board there for Newman. Free throw line. Jump shot. Got it. We're tied at 14 on the jumper from Newman.
Got to rebound right there, JB.
Yeah. Those second chance opportunities will come back to bite you. As Dalton Newman adds his first points of the game, and as Runzik drives, he draws some contact, and it's a foul.
With them being big, I like to see us go and drive the hole. Let's get them in foul trouble or make them give us something.
Yeah.
Of course, you got to hit free throws if you do that.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
That's right.
That's the second key.
It only works if that point. And underneath, that's a charge. Jacob Mathis commits his first foul of the game, the first foul for Greenbrier, but a nice charge there taken. I believe that was by Soderquist.
It's a good sell job from Soderquist. Obviously, I think that is a charge, but again, he didn't hit him hard at all. It's just a good sell job.
Well, that's where you're going to have to learn to adjust to the reffing, too.
Exactly.
As Nate Vachon enters the game for Siloam Springs. They get it down low to Ward. Jump shot underneath, and Ward's got it. He's got 4 points.
Killing us from mid-range. I mean,
right.
That kid's going to kill us.
Landon Ward with the turnaround jump shot on the low block. Other end, Jacob Mathis with it. Out high goes Runzik. Ball fake through the lane. Little floater off the glass, no good. Battle for the board. Robinson's got it, but there's a foul underneath. And that'll be on the floor, so the basket won't count.
I like it. Let's get that foul tally up.
It'll pay dividends later, that's for sure, as Runzik the trigger man. Inbounds, gets it to Barentine. Lobs it back to Runzik in the corner. Over goes Barentine. He pulls the trigger. Deep 3 won't go. Battle for the rebound. It was Mathis and Robinson battling for it. Mathis with it to Runzik, and he's got the count. Back's going to count, and he's fouled.
Let's go. Good board.
Runzik's got 5. We're tied at 6.
He was all over him on that rebound.
And that was the first foul on Jackson Ford as well. That's the 4th team foul for Siloam with 4:34 to play in the first quarter. And Jack Runzik with an opportunity to give Greenbrier the lead. Free throw won't go, but Jacob Mathis boxed his way out, and then he's blocked underneath. Ward's got it for Siloam. Tied at 6 here. Looking to drive through the lane, draw some contact, and he's fouled. That might be on Runzig.
You're going to have to go straight up with this kid. It seems like he knows how to get down there. He's a small guy. He knows how to draw that contact. So you're going to have to stay straight up. There's going to have to be good, solid help defense. You got to be ready. This kid's going to drive to the basket all day.
Ward's quick. He got to the lane quick, got to the hole, and drew some contact. He knocks down the first free throw as well. He's got 5.
Yeah, he's going down there thinking the worst thing is he's going to go to the line.
That's right. And that's not a terrible mindset to have with his speed and
making free throws.
Yeah, knocks them both down. He's got 6. He leads all scorers tonight, and Siloam's back up by 2. It's 8-6 with 4:20 to go in the first quarter. Jack Runzig brings it across the timeline, lobs it in the corner to Barentine. Thought about a 3. Siloam's in a 2-3 zone now. Yeah, looks like a Runzig over to Barentine. 3 ball from the corner, no good. And the ball's tipped around. Siloam gets the board, then loses it, and Runzig's got it. He's got Reese Jones all alone underneath. Got it to go.
No foul.
No foul there.
Wow.
Jones got hit hard there. Ford went up to block it, but it came down on Reese Jones. No foul called, though. We're tied at 8. They get it over now to Vashon. Bounce pass underneath to Ford. Lost his dribble. Kept his pivot foot, though, so it wasn't a walk. 3 in the corner. Won't go. And let's say battle for the ball out of bounds. It'll got to go to Greenbrier.
Yeah.
Waiting on the signal there from the ref.
I thought he was going to call it on us, but he didn't.
He didn't, that's right. It was out of bounds off of Soderquist. And with 3:30 to go in the quarter, tied at 8. This game has the makings of being like the last one, coming down to the wire. A lot of back and forth scoring. It's very early to tell, but both these teams are very similar in the way they play. Barentine through the lane. Nice dish to Jones. 15-footer won't go. And the rebound pulled down by Perkins. He'll get it ahead to Ward.
He had a good look right there.
Indeed he did. It's Landon Ward trying to drive. Nice defense there from Runzig, but Ward with a nice finish. That's tough to stop.
That's hard to guard right there.
Could have been an and one, too.
Yeah, got to tip your cap there.
Yeah. Got a little hand on that one, but thankfully the ref looked the other way,
Barentine with it. Over it goes to Runzig. Now to Jacob Mathis. Mathis to push to Jones. Runzig. Down low, Mathis. Nice ball movement. Mathis can't finish underneath, but he's going to the line. Looks like that's going to be a foul there on Perkins.
Real good ball movement right there by the Panthers.
Which ones?
All of them. The good guys.
The good. That's funny. Jacob Mathis going to the line to shoot 2. First free throw's up, nothing but net. He'll have one more coming here and an opportunity to tie it up at 10.
If we're going to stay in this one, we're going to have to hit free throws.
That is right. Second free throw. Got them both. Nothing but net. Jacob Mathis making it look easy. And we are tied at 10 with 2:45 to play in the quarters. Landon Ward will bring it up for Siloam. Looking through the lane. Ball tipped away. They got it. Corner 3 there. And Vashon drains it. Big 3 there from him. And Nate Vashon gives Siloam the lead back.
Yeah, Ward's just luring you in right there. Leaving his guy open out there for the open 3.
That's what you call a playmaker.
Yeah.
A guy that can create plays for your team. Ward finds Vashon again here on the other end. Oh, they said – never mind. I thought it was 11 to 13. Never mind. Ward, spin move through the lane, floats it up. That kid's good.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Ward's got 10, 15 to 10 our score. And
when you got one like that can score every time he touches the ball, you got to score when you get a chance.
That's right.
Yeah, you can't be taking those long threes. And whenever Ward gets down there, it looks like that mid-range is kind of where he's comfortable. So you can't let him get the mid-range. You cannot let this kid be comfortable. You got to get a hand in his face. You can't let him you got to deny him the ball, because if he gets it in the mid-range, he's probably going to make it.
Foul was on Soderquist as Jack Runzig drew the foul. Jace Dunlap into the game now, as is Bryce Webb. They get it. Barentine off the feed. Jump shot. Got it, Barentine. First points of the night. Cuts the lead back down to a 1-possession game. The lead is 3 for Siloam.
That was a big needed basket.
It was, especially off just a catch and shoot there. And then Ward threw it away. He had Perkins cutting to the basket, and then Ward threw it when he wasn't looking. That's a turnover there for Ward. And Greenbrier will have the basketball down by a triple here with 1:36 to play in the quarter. Jace Dunlap into the game for the first time tonight. Brings it up. They'll hand it off to Barentine. Out high goes Jacob Mathis. Mathis to Dunlap. Looking to drive. Kicks it out, Barentine. Thought about a three. Through the lane, little jump stop. A lot of contact. They finally called the foul there. And let's see who that one's on.
Oh, they're calling offense on that.
They called it
Interesting, interesting.
Interesting indeed.
Oh, wow. That's not what I would have thought as a call.
Neither would I.
Hey, either way, that's the call that they made, and Siloam up by 3 with the basketball with 1:12 to play. They lob it to Jackson Ford. Nice feed to Ward through the lane. Couldn't get it to go, but he's going to the line.
You can't get frustrated when he's driving like that.
I mean, he's quick. He
Yeah,
can beat you off the dribble.
It's easy to get frustrated and give him that little push at the end.
That's right.
You gotta refrain.
Got to let him try to finish the play. If he beats you, he beats you. You got to tip your cap.
Because it appears we don't need him at the line.
Because he's made all 3 free throws. He's got 11 tonight. Well, you jinxed him. He missed that one.
I did.
16 to 12. Greenbrier bringing it ahead quick. Barentine got Dunlap open, but missed on it. Gives it to Ward. Or excuse me, to Webb. To Barentine out of Mathis. Quick touch pass. Webb. 3. Deep top of the key off the backboard. No good. And Jackson Ford pulls down the board for Siloam. Landon Ward with it. Looking to drive. Crossover. Gets a screen out high. Now he brings it out high.
I know they're big, but I'd really like to see us take it to them. You know, if we sit around and shoot it every time, it's you get behind in a hurry if you're not careful.
That's right. Open look there for Vashon, but he couldn't keep the dribble. Lost the pass a little bit. They get it out to Landon Ward out high. Jace Dunlap's on him. Looking for a screen. Ward through the lane. Floater with Robinson on him, and Landon Ward knocks down another. He's on fire.
If he gets anywhere near the lane, it's money. You just cannot let him get the ball in the lane or even close to it.
If he's like this every night, he's special.
Yeah. Well, it's tough when you get a screen out high like that, and then Robinson's got to come off and play some defense. Good hands in his face, but Ward's got a good finish. 6 seconds to go in the quarter. They kick it out to Barentine. Lob to Robinson. 3 seconds. He just throws one up. No good. Mathis with an athletic play, but he couldn't finish it. And that's how the first quarter is going to end. 18 to 12, our score, guys. We're going to hit a break, and we'll have the second quarter when we come back. Thanks, man. That's awesome. Well, here we go, guys. Just about set to start the second quarter. I'm going to quickly go over the scoring for both sides. Landon Ward leads all scorers with 13. Vashon's got 3. Newman's got 2 for them. And then for our Panthers, Greenbrier, Runzig's got 5. Barentine, Jones, and Mathis all 3 have 2. And Josh Robinson has 1 point on the game. 18 to 12 as we're starting the second quarter. And Runzig, guess who's got a hand on that? That was Landon Ward.
Of course. Kids everywhere.
He's a good player. Landon Ward with it. Dribble, spin move through the lane. Floater, just a little bit too strong there. Caught a break, and Barentine the board. Looking to push. Reese Jones, other end. That might be a foul on Ward there. Tried to cut across and get the steal, but he fouled Reese Jones, and that means that's a 1-and-1. First foul on Landon Ward, and man, you'd love to get a lot more of those on him. He's a good player.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him get 3 or 4 pretty quick.
Get him on the bench. That'd be good.
Yeah, he's one heck of a player. As Reese Jones missed the free throw, but Barentine, the offensive board, throws it up. Got it to go.
Good take.
But Barentine for us is pretty dang good, too. Landon Ward inbounds to Vashon. They give it back to Landon Ward, and he'll bring it across the timeline. 7:18 to play until halftime. They give it to Vashon. Nice
good
defense
D.
there from Bryce Webb. Ford's got it, gives it back to Vashon. They had Ward driving to the lane. If Webb didn't get a hand on that, Ward's all alone. They get it out to Ward again, and they got an offensive foul. That's on Jackson Ford. A moving screen. It's the 8th team foul, but it won't be free throws because it's a player control foul.
What's that, 2 on him?
That's his second. That's what I got, yeah. Which we've learned not to trust that.
We know how reliable it is that is.
After that last one with Mike.
Just kidding.
You're not wrong, though. Reese Jones gives it to Runzick. Over now to Bryce Webb. To Runzick to Barentine. Ball fake. Feed, but Ford plays it, and then Barentine fouls him. Nice steal there from Ford, but Barentine got a little too aggressive. That's his second foul.
That kid's big. I mean, he covers up a lot of space. It's those hands in the air. It's tough.
Our passing's killing us right now.
Yeah, probably forced for a little too much there. Siloam getting a little a substitution in. Jedi Hunter. And that's not one of the coolest names you've ever heard. I don't know what is. That's pretty awesome.
I mean, that's up there with Bumper Pool.
That's right. Jedi Hunter, Bumper Pool.
That Ford kid, I wish he was playing on our defensive line.
That's right, Jackson Ford. My goodness.
Or offensive line.
Siloam's got some players, guys. They give it over to Max Perkins now. And an offensive foul again. That's going to cause Siloam some troubles. It looks like Jedi Hunter with the offensive foul.
I'm sorry, I can't help but smile every time you say that, Jimmy.
So it's Jedi?
It's not
Jedi.
Like Jedi Knight?
I talked to the head coach. He said it's Jedi Hunter.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Parent Star Wars fans?
That's right, man. It
has to be.
Because I went, I said, is this Jedi? He said, no, that's Jedi Hunter. So, and another foul on the corner there. That's Gray, who just entered the game. Nick Gray, his first foul. It's free throws this time. That's the 10th team foul. That's double bonus.
That's big. 6.5 minutes left, and we're already in the double bonus. That's huge. It's going to get us back in this game.
Barring hitting some free throws.
Yeah.
You're right. It will get us back in if we can hit the free throws.
If we can hit the free throws.
Jones missed it. That should have been a double bonus, and it is. Okay.
Yeah, I just don't think they realize, we're actually at 10 fouls
That's
already?
right. So Jones will have one more coming right here. He missed the first one. Second one's up. Got
there
that
we
one,
go.
though.
We kept keeping it close.
That's right. Back to one possession game as Greenbrier coming back in a little bit more. Well, I thought they were going to come in a full court man, but switched it up a little bit here. Perkins over to Gray. Back up top, it goes to Max Perkins. Over in the corner, Vashon. He wants the three. Strong, no good, and done at the rebound. Ahead it goes Jones. Other end, lays it in transition.
Nice take right there by Jones.
Reese Jones, nice play, getting back there on the offensive end, running the floor.
Good awareness to get it to him.
That's right by Dunlap, absolutely. 1 point game, and we got a timeout there for the head coach of Siloam. 5:51 to go until halftime. We're going to hit a break. We'll be right back.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't.
And here we go, out of the timeout. Siloam to get it in quickly. They finally do. Landon Ward's got it with 5:48 to play until halftime. Siloam's up by 1. They got it over to Max Perkins. Feeds it down to Newman. Backs his way in on Thomas Kendall. Right-hand hook. Nice play.
Good take.
Yeah.
Newman's got 4. Nice hook shot. Good defense there from Thomas Kendall as well, but a nice play.
Nice little up and under.
Yeah. They get it over to Runzick. Feeds it to Webb. Thought about a three, but we got an offensive foul. They're foul happy tonight. That's a foul, looks like on Reese Jones.
Hey, you got to realize, though, you got to realize these refs, how they're calling the game. Because hopefully they've got a flow to how they're calling it, and the flow right now is light.
Yeah.
Letting pretty much anything be called.
That foul was actually on Thomas Kendall. That's his first foul of the night, but it's the 6th team foul, so Siloam will be in the bonus the rest of the way, rest of the half at least. Greenbrier's in the double bonus. And Vashon lobs it for Newman. Bounce pass feed to Ward. Ball's tipped around out of bounds. It'll be off of Siloam. Nice defense.
See, they're trying to run these plays to get the ball to Ward, which is smart because he's got so many points, and clearly he can score.
Yeah.
But if we can just shut him down, I mean, the game changes.
Yeah, and I'll say that pass seemed to be a little bit forced, too. It wasn't a lot of
No,
it was a tight window. Yeah.
You may not can stop him when he's got the ball, but you can keep him from getting it.
That's right.
Exactly.
That is exactly
That's the only
right.
way to beat a player like that.
Runzig with it. Oh, had Reese Jones over there, but Perkins knocks it away out of play. Good defense there from Siloam. If Perkins doesn't get a hand on that, Reese Jones is wide open for a three. And 3 Greenbrier players will sub in. Barentine, Matheson, Robinson coming back into the game. You know, we haven't seen Marcus Robinson in a little bit. Someone we're definitely missing. As Jace Dunlap, Thomas Kendall, and Bryce Webb all go take a seat. Runzig inbounds to Jones, and he keeps it underneath through the lane, and he's fouled. That is the 11th team foul on Siloam.
That's what I'm saying, man. Take it to him. Make him foul you.
Exactly, especially with the refs. Again, there's a flow to the game, and if you can follow the flow, you got a much better chance at winning. And right now that flow is soft foul, so go hard at the rim, and you're probably going to get something.
Jones will shoot 2. Siloam's got 4 players with 2 fouls tonight.
I say get something. You got to hit free throws to get something.
We've missed a lot of them tonight.
Soderquist with 2 fouls entering back in the game for another player with 2 fouls, Max Perkins, who heads to the bench. Reese Jones is 1 for 3 tonight at the free throw line, trying to make it 2 of 4. Second free throw's up. Got that one.
Good.
Can't come up empty, that's for sure, on the line. Cuts the lead to 2, and Landon Ward with the basketball with 4:39 to play in the half. Runzig's on him. They give it over now. Looking for a trap on Vashon to Newman. Out it goes to Soderquist. He pulls for 3. No good. Tipped around, an offensive board. That was Gray who pulled it down. Gets it to Ward. Vashon slow to get up there for Siloam near the goal. He's up fine, though, now, and Landon Ward's got it. Back it goes over to Soderquist. Jump shot there from Newman, no good. Backdoor rebound coming in. That was Gray who knocked it off of Robinson, yeah.
Hey, hats off to the Siloam Panthers there. I mean, very patient about offensive basketball. Patient, making the right passes, not forcing anything. Got it right in the middle where they've liked it all game in that lane.
As Max Perkins checks back into the game for Siloam. Soderquist. Rex Soderquist will be the trigger man. Looking to inbounds. Gets it into Newman. Turnaround. Hook shot again. He got that one. You can tell it's there. Yeah. He's got 6 tonight. Siloam's leads back up to 4. And Dalton Newman, second time we've seen that little right-hand hook shot. Barentine with it over to Runzig. Driving through the lane. Ball tipped away out of play. Had Mathis open, but Perkins again with those active hands knocks it out of play. And that's the thing. You don't always have to steal the ball, but if you can slow down the rhythm a little bit like they're doing, it's tough to get anything going offensively. Runzig to inbounds. He's got Barentine. Quick. Pulls the trigger. 3, no good, but Runzig right open to put it back up and in. Runzig's got 7. Nice play there from Jack Runzig to go follow the shot there after the inbounds with 3:40 to go till halftime. Siloam's up by 2. Soderquist over, and it goes to Newman. To Landon Ward. Thought about a 3.
He's wanting
through
to
the
shoot
lane.
real bad.
Floats it up. That one won't go, but they get their offensive board. 3 from the corner. Perkins too strong, and Barentine pulls down the board and nearly got fouled. Barentine looking to push. 5-on-4 break. Jones, quick pass. Mathis underneath, and he got it. Jacob Mathis.
That ties it
nice
up.
feed. We're tied at 22. That was Reese Jones with a nice touch pass down low to Mathis. Great feed. It's almost like a lob alley-oop without the dunk. Perkins with it. Over it goes to Soderquist. To Nick Gray. Picks up his dribble over to Ward to Perkins. Feeds it down low. Tipped away. Stolen by Jones. Greenbrier looking to push. Jones, other end, lost the handle, and Siloam still. And then they threw it back to Runzig. Greenbrier with a steal right back, and then Barentine through the lane with the English off the glass and in. Greenbrier's got the lead. Landon Ward quickly, other end. Greenbrier up by 2, spin move through the lane, stolen away by Reese Jones. Ward went in there, but Jones picked his pocket.
Ward's getting frustrated.
Runzig with the basketball now. Jones wide open. 3 from the wing. Reese Jones with a triple for the left wing. And a timeout for Siloam. Greenbrier's up by 5.
Big shot right there.
Well, Reese Jones stole it. Greenbrier came up a little bit slow in the half court, and then Ward tried to try to, I guess, lunge to stop a pass, left Jones wide open in the corner.
Well, and he's getting frustrated. He hadn't scored in a little while. He's getting a little itchy. They're getting frustrated because they can't get it to him.
Sure.
And you saw they just tried to force it to him right there, and we took it away. Then he went by, took a little spin move, and we just grabbed it away from him.
That's right.
Yeah, he's their go-to guy where if they're struggling to score in other areas, they go to him. Like he's their magnet of points. So, I mean, the second you shut him down, the whole team gets frustrated.
You know, it's funny, too, because Newman has been super smooth down low.
He's got 6 tonight. Yeah.
That little hook, kind of half hook,
right, like a half hook,
smooth. He's comfortable with it.
Yeah.
That's right. And 2, I mean, really, they've got 3 scores tonight. Vashon's got 3, Newman's got 6, and then Ward's got 13. Greenbrier's not a whole lot better. They got 4 players that have scored tonight, but it's a little bit more evenly distributed, whereas Ward's carried the bulk of their points. He's got over half their points.
Yeah, JB, that hook shot reminds me of me back when I used to play PlayStation.
What do you? I was about to say.
When I used to play Super Nintendo.
And they have a basketball team down there in Mineral Springs?
They do. Hey, they do. I was never a part of it. But I did frequent the games. Had a lot of friends playing.
You were a baseball, football guy, weren't you?
I was. Yeah. Track and golf.
Everything but basketball.
Everything but basketball.
I played every sport but basketball.
And a big block there underneath. Siloam will maintain possession, but it was stuffed out of play. With 2:03 to play until halftime. Siloam will inbounds. It's Soderquist, the trigger man. Gets it in underneath. Oh! That was to Grider underneath, and he's fouled. Will Grider just entering the game now. He's fouled underneath.
I'm telling you, the refs, whenever you get in a situation like that, the refs are looking for any kind of movement on that hand. If Robinson goes straight up there, that's an easy block, smaller player. But his hand just goes down a little bit to get that block, and ref's going to call that all day if he sees that arm moving like that.
Will Grider's first points of the night cuts the lead to a 1-possession game. That foul was on Josh Robinson. It's his first foul. Second free throw from Grider's up, no good.
That's a foul. That's a foul.
That's an over-the-back foul.
See, that the consistency is what irritates. It's irritating.
Sure. And, we don't like to just get on the refs either sometimes, but like you said, it's when it's inconsistent. When you see it and you're like, you call one there, here, or there.
See, you're wrong. I like it. I like it, but I refrain from it.
That's fair. That's fair, Matt.
I enjoy it. I thoroughly enjoy it.
You do a darn good job of hiding. I will admit. Underneath Robinson. Can't finish. Loose basketball. Ward's got it. And going the other way. Siloam's down by 3, trying to cut into the lead here. I will say, though, I think that's something that's key to mention. Seldom have we ever seen a game where the officiating cost the game or whatever. It is frustrating, though, at times. And Matt's refraining as we speak. Ward driving through the lane. He's tough to stop, and he's fouled going through the lane.
Jacob went down hard.
That foul's on Mathis. That's his second foul. I tell you what, Matt, you go ham on the refs all you want, and me and Mike
we'll
or
play
whatever.
Good cop, bad cop.
That'll work.
I'll do my best. I always end up being bad cop, though.
I tell you,
you got to be double the good cop, man.
Well, there's just always one guy that you're just like, man, why is he bad?
I hear you on that one. As long as he's bad both ways, that's right.
And he is. He's not biased.
You're right. As Ward knocked down the first free throw, gets the second one to go, too. He's got 15 points tonight. And he is a good player. Cuts the lead to 1. 27-26, Greenbrier's up by 1, but Landon Ward has been the story of the first half. And
clock?
looks like the clock didn't stop. I was looking for a timeout call. Nope. Looks like the clock just didn't start.
Well, it wouldn't be a Greenbrier Panthers basketball game without the clock having problems.
Ain't that the truth?
It just wouldn't be the same.
Well, Talon knows all about that. 1:18 to go until halftime. They're in time with the basketballs. They've got the clock working now. Jones underneath, little floater. Won't go.
That's out of bounds. That's out of bounds.
We'll see the call here.
He threw it down out of bounds.
Yeah, and that's the call. Looks like that's the call.
That could have been a foul, too.
On Robinson, I saw that. Robinson bumped him as he came down. Greenbrier's going to have to go inbound the ball.
Yeah, somebody's got to throw it in, guys.
We just have more people open when we play 5 out of the court.
Have the
and the
ref
inbounds is stolen. Oh, they got it ahead to Ward. That was a nice catch from on their end, but big block from Webb, and they called the foul.
That hurts.
Oh, he called a foul?
Yeah.
He got him on the wrist. He got him on the arm.
I don't know about that. I saw a whole lot of ball go flying.
He must have heard something we couldn't hear, I guess.
Which
That's
usually if you're going to hit him on the wrist, it's not going to go that far as opposed to if you slap it out. I mean, it's.
Either way, Ward's a good free throw shooter, and he knocked down the first free throw.
He is a great free throw shooter.
Yeah.
I did curse him a while ago, so I'm just going to talk about how good he is again.
Well, he's got 17 points as he knocks down that one. And we're tied at 27. We are tied at 27 with a minute to go in the basketball game. Ball's tipped away, nearly stolen there. Reese Jones gets it out high to Webb, over to Barrentine. He pulls the trigger. Deep three, nothing but net. Barrentine from the left wing, got it. And Greenbrier's up by 3 with 44 seconds to go. Landon Ward's got it. Over it goes to Soderquist. Looking for a screen out high with 37 seconds to play in the half. Landon Ward looking to drive. Mathis on him, backs his way in, picks up his dribble, kicks it out to Perkins. Quick one-hand touch pass to Gray. 3 won't go, but Perkins pulls down the offensive board, and they'll get to set it back up. Got Gray left all alone. Ball fake, jump shot won't go. Robinson the board. And with 19 seconds to go, Greenbrier could hold for the final shot of the half.
And the lead.
That's right. Barring a turnover here, with 10 seconds to go, they can hold for the final shot. 7 seconds.
Drive it and get fouled. Drive it and get fouled.
Got Webb. Ball fake. Kicks it. Jones, wide open 3 is blocked. So I guess it wasn't wide open. And that is how the half will end. 30-27. Greenbrier up by 3. We'll hit a break.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. With the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other, you will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get there early because it will not last long. You can find us on Facebook at Old Bart Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease. For a free inspection, call Robert Branscombe at 733-8790 or Chad Stevenson at 697-6606. At Vision Roofing, they have the vision to see you through. The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
Here in beautiful, beautiful Greenbrier, Arkansas. Alongside me right now is Coach Edmondson and Kylie Griffin. Tough loss tonight. How are y'all feeling right now?
Yeah. I mean, I definitely say it was a tough loss. Gonna want that one back. If we could just made a few more shots here and there, could have won it. But yeah, just definitely a tough loss.
So I know that Riley Maya has been out for a while. She entered back into the lineup tonight. Do you feel like there was a little bit of rust there, maybe with the chemistry?
Well, you know, Riley had sit out for 2 games. She missed all last week. She got to practice all week, but we still had some others out with quarantine stuff. And so we really had one practice with everybody together. And, you know, it's been a week since we played. And that's no excuse. You know, it's middle of January. We should be, you know, it's not like we haven't played yet. You know what I mean? And so we're not going to use that as an excuse. It was we had to cancel our game Tuesday, and so we hadn't played since last Friday. So, you know, I felt like that wasn't as big of a factor as some other issues going on. So.
Yeah, Coach, you know, Kylie, I had a question now that I'm thinking about it. I didn't want to forget to ask this. I noticed the pink headbands, like almost all of y'all were wearing. I wanted to ask what the story behind that was.
Well, there's not one. Emma wore one last game, and then everyone just decided to wear one this game. There is no reason.
No reason. I thought it was kind of cool that y'all are all kind of matching out there personally. But anyway, we'll get back to the game now. How do y'all feel that y'all shot from outside? I mean, how do you feel about your shot selection? You think that was pretty good, or?
You know, I thought we shot it really fairly well. You know, we made 7 threes. The issue was, you know, they play that 3-2 zone, and they play it really well. And they take away passing lanes, and, you know, we drive to certain areas that we like to get to, and then it's just crowded. Mm-hmm. And then we're trying to kick it out to people, or we're trying to dump it down to Alex, and there's just hands and people everywhere. Alex catches it. She's got 3 girls swarming her. You know, we drive to the middle of the lane how we like to, and all our drive and kick stuff, and it just gets crowded. And so, you know, I thought we shot it fairly well, but, you know, some of the issues we had offensively, they had a lot to do with it. You know, they played really well defensively, and I thought our turnovers were probably too high tonight. But they had something to do about that too. So.
Yeah, absolutely, Coach. So, I guess next Tuesday's y'all's next game.
Right.
Where will y'all be playing?
That is at home against the Valonia Eagles.
Oh, Valonia's coming to town. I should know that, shouldn't I? Well, that's going to be a fun game, and we'll have it here. But then y'all have Thursday against Russellville and then another game the next day. So is the preparation for next week going to look a lot different than most weeks?
Well, for sure. That was that reschedule game with Russellville that we have to make up Thursday. So, you know, for that Friday game, there's no prep day for it. You know, we're used to having, you know, either a weekend and a Monday practice or a Wednesday and a Thursday practice to prep for somebody. And we only get 1 day to prep for Russellville, and we get no days for Alma. And so that will be an adjustment, but that's just part of the season this year. You know, you just got to roll with what you get. Every time you get to suit up, it's a blessing, and it's an opportunity to play. And so we'll just roll with it and play well.
So, Kylie, your team is going to be one of the first teams that has 3 games within a 1-week span. How are you feeling as a player about that?
I think we can do it. I mean, we'll have to be mentally tough, and, you know, obviously it's going to be physically challenging, but nothing that we can't overcome. And I wouldn't want to do it with any other group, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we've done a 3-game week earlier in the year.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay.
Our first week of the season, we played 3, and we had some out with quarantine stuff. So obviously it means more in the conference, but we have done it before and gone. Played games with no prep day ahead of it, and so we do have a little bit of experience with it, even though it's been a while since we've done it. But just making sure our legs are underneath us, making sure we get plenty of rest will be big next week.
Yeah, absolutely, Coach. Kylie, thank you for joining us. We'll see y'all Tuesday night. Good luck, and go beat the Eagles.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Talon.
Yep. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with more Greenbrier basketball.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. With the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other, you will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get there early because it will not last long. You can find us on Facebook at Old Bart Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease.
At American Safeguard.
Well, there we go. We're starting the second half now. Landon Ward tries to lob it underneath for Jackson Ford. Shot won't go. And the foul's on Josh Robinson. So the inbounds will come for Siloam. 30-27 our score here to start.
And, you know, JB, I want to make a little quick announcement. I'm currently wearing my Between the Mats hat right now, which is a podcast that a couple of people here from Greenbrier have started for Arkansas high school sports throughout the state. It's a great podcast. It's Between the Mats. That's M-A-T-T-S. Matt Wilcox and Matt McJunkins do it, and they do a great job. They do a lot of great work.
And Matt was just on talking to us with us a little bit here on in the booth. As Runzik pulls the trigger on a three, and he missed it.
We'll say he got blocked. That's what we'll say.
Oh.
That was a nice catch there by one of the cheerleaders. Did y'all see that?
I did not see that. I missed that. Maybe she should join the football team? I couldn't think of a funny joke. I'm sorry.
That's funny. Landon Ward with the basketball for Siloam. They're down by one, trying to cut into the lead a little bit. Soderquist over now. It goes Jackson Ford. Ball fake. Getting double teamed. Kicks it out to Soderquist. Picks up his dribble, and they'll give it to Ward, and he'll set it back up. Quick pass in the corner now. It goes to Newman. Ball fake. Jump shot from the high post. No good. Robinson and Ford battling for it, but then Robinson just spikes it out of play. It'll stay with Siloam.
Robinson's got to get bigger down low. He needs to have him blocked out on that shot because he had clear lane. Only reason he got out of bounds because Robinson got it swatted, but he's got to make his presence known down there right now.
Landon Ward driving through the lane. Nearly lost the basketball. Kicks it out to Newman. He'll start it again. Ward pulls for three. No good. Loose basketball, and Reese Jones comes out of there with it. Looking to push. Bounce pass ahead to Mathis underneath. He just throws it up. Shot won't go, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot two.
I'm telling you, Mathis gives 110% every time.
He really does.
Kid goes hard.
Fouls on Soderquist, his third foul of the night. And Jacob Mathis goes to the line to shoot two. He's got 4 points tonight. First free throw's up, nothing but net. I might have actually hit a little bit of the iron, though. So, scratch that. But that's 5 points for Mathis. He extends the lead to two. And his second free throw is up and good. And Greenbrier's lead is three. Landon Ward will bring it across the timeline now for Siloam. Runzik's out on him. And now Mathis and Barentine looking to trap on Ward. Ward gets out of it, though, and gives it over to Perkins. To Soderquist, out high to Ward. Kicks it over now in the corner to Soderquist. Lob to Newman. Got an open look to Perkins. He pulls for three. No good. Battle for the board. Mathis has got it. And they get it ahead to Nate Barentine with 5:50 to go in the third quarter. Barentine, deep three off the back of the iron. No good. He pulled the trigger there right near the logo, actually. Bounce pass ahead to Ward. Siloam looking to push. That's a foul there. It's a travel. Wow, I thought Barentine might have fouled him, but he must have got all ball. That's a travel on Siloam.
Could have gone both ways, JB. But
yeah, I was going to say, could have gone, very well could have gone both ways there.
Because personally, I thought he reached in there and might have had an arm there, but he must have got all ball. Mathis, corner three. This would be big. No good. And the rebound to Ford. Ball's tipped away. Loose basketball. Ford's got it. We might have a jump ball. And indeed we do. And the refs has some words for Jackson Ford there.
I think Jackson Ford may have had a word or two for the ref as well.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, guys, it's one of those games. It's close. It's a conference game, and you're playing, really.
You're playing hard. You're playing as hard as you possibly can right here.
Absolutely. So,
amen.
No, don't blame Jackson Ford there at all.
No.
As Rundick through the lane. Battle for the board, and the ball's out of play.
Nice move. Just could not finish at the rim.
Siloam will have the basketball. Down by 3 with 5:06 to go. And Landon Ward with the basketball. Tried to lob it for Newman, but he wasn't ready. Reese Jones, other end. Ball tipped away by Ward. That's a great defensive play there. Barentine, three. Short won't go. Loose basketball. Ford's got this one, and he almost is fouled, but then Jones nearly knocked it away. And then Mathis tips it away and tries to save it, but can't do it.
Shoot. That's how you get an injury right there.
He's
got to be more careful.
I'll tell you, Jacob's got some bunnies. Jacob Mathis can get up.
That was almost a bad thing in that situation. Trying to jump into the bleachers.
Landon Ward gets it ahead over. It goes to Perkins. To Soderquist, and he's traveled the basketball.
This guy likes to call travels.
He does. With 4:32 to play in the third quarter, Greenbrier is up by 3. As it looks like Vachon. Nate Vachon will check back into the game, and Soderquist will take a seat.
And I want to see Jedi. Where's Jedi at?
Oh, Jedi Hunter.
I want to get some more Jedi.
Reese Jones with the basketball. Kicks it over. Corner three, Barentine. Nothing but net in the corner for Barentine. And Greenbrier's lead is 6. It's the biggest lead of the night. And Barentine, he's quietly got 12 points. And a timeout on the court. Looks like Siloam wants a timeout. Their head coach is not happy. And we'll hit a timeout with him. With 4:11 to play in the quarter, Greenbrier's up by 6.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
Just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal.
So we go out of the timeout. 4:11 to play in the third quarter. Siloam with the basketball down by 6. They got it to Landon Ward now. Greenbrier looking like they're in more of a 3-2 zone now. They got an open look for Vachon, though, in the corner. No good. Jacob Mathis the rebound.
Well, I'll tell you, that's exactly what Siloam wanted. They just wanted it to fall down.
That's right.
They needed a bucket there, something to build some confidence and just something to make yourself feel good in this quarter, because not a lot of great things have happened. It's been sluggish offensively, and it's been a slugfest on defense.
Runzick with it over to Mathis. Picks up his dribble, got Runzick, ball fake, floater through the lane, got it to go. Jack Runzick with a nice play there on the floater. He's got 9 tonight. And Greenbrier's lead is 8, their biggest lead of the night. Max Perkins with it now over on the left wing. Picks up his dribble, gives it to Newman there on the high post. And that'll be a reach-in foul there on Reese Jones. They are calling, they're touchy tonight. They are calling it touchy, that's for sure. It's the first game tonight with a full roster. We got that from our man Sean down there.
And, yeah, Marcus Robinson's
That's right,
not
we don't
here.
have Marcus Robinson, yeah. That's true, yeah. Inbounds there, loose basketball, and that's a travel. They're going to call that one. Newman dove for the ball, and here's the only reason I think that could have not been a travel is I don't think he completely had possession of the basketball when he dove for it. But the ref saw it differently, calls it a travel, and Greenbrier will have the basketball. We'll take it. 3:05 to play in the quarter. Runs it, gives it over to Jones, to Barentine, ball fake. Cross-court feed to Runzik. Looking to drive, kicks it out, Mathis through the lane. A lot of contact, no foul. And it'll be It'll be Greenbrier's basketball on the baseline. And before that, though, we'll have a timeout. We'll keep it right here, though, with 2:53 to play in the quarter.
So next week, Greenbrier's got Valonia. Valonia's girls team, golly, they're good. Valonia's boy team, they're pretty stinking good as well. Man, this conference, I think I talked a little bit about it, especially in the girls' game, but from top to bottom, I know I'm going to be biased. This is a conference I literally grew up in, but it seems to be one of the most competitive conferences to me in the state because you look at the bottom seed, that bottom seed can potentially fight for the top seed half the time.
And you definitely see that, especially in the girls' level.
Oh, yes.
Play.
Van Buren's head coach tonight that you weren't here, I went and talked to him, and he said, we feel like they moved down from the 6A, and they said we feel like we play more better quality opponents than we were playing in the 6A since moving to the 5A.
Yeah. That says something about this conference. On both levels, the guys and girls, play. So as Mathis turned the ball over on a travel there, Siloam will have the basketball down by 8 with 2:44 to play in the quarter. Landon Ward with it.
And Siloam's got to get something going on offense if they want to continue to be in this game in the fourth quarter because they've been real just cold in the third quarter. It's been a hard third quarter for them.
They've been a little bit stagnant, perhaps. Getting a slow start. Just need to pick something up here. Newman with it. Picks up his dribble, gives it over to Landon Ward. Jack Runzik's played good defense out on him. They got it to Ford. Back it goes to Ward. Gets a screen out high. But Runzik trying to beat his way through it. Kicks it out. Corner three. No good there from Perkins. And then the ball's out of bounds. It looks like it'll stay with Siloam. That was a nice play from Jackson Ford. Threw it off one of Greenbrier's players. Siloam will maintain possession as looks like Nate Vachon will inbounds. And he gets it into Newman, to Landon Ward. Over to Vachon, back to Ward it goes. And now Perkins has it over on the left wing. Jackson Ford. With it now, double team there, Barentine and Robinson. They kick it out. Deep three, left wing Perkins, no good. Good position from Newman, though, and ball's tipped away and blocked. Greenbrier's got it going the other way. Siloam's head coach not too happy about that, and I don't know that I blame him. Runs it, kicks it out. Barentine, three ball in the corner. In and out, no good. And the ball's tipped around. Jones trying to save it. Webb diving, but can't do it.
Man, they're about to give me a heart attack with these dives and jumps in the bleachers. Sheesh.
It's 37-29. So I guess we are a full roster. We got word that Marcus Robinson
has left to pursue rodeo.
Rodeo. That reminds me of old Braylon Smith, the QB at UCA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Best of luck to him.
I don't know a whole lot of athletes that either play, basketball, football, soccer, whatever it may be, and then also do rodeos. That's pretty cool.
Rare.
Best of luck to Marcus Robinson. They can get over to Reese Jones. Looking to drive. Jones lost it, but there's going to be a blocking foul on Perkins. That's his third foul, and Greenbrier will inbounds there on the sideline. Oh, it'll actually be on the baseline. Jace Dunlap will be the trigger man.
Compared to most other quarters, this has been a fairly clean quarter.
It really has, yeah. Dunlap lobs it to Barentine. Corner feed to Webb. Nice ball fake. Gets it now over to Barentine. Siloam's in that 3-2 zone. Reese Jones over to Webb. Ball fake. Could have drove
fake.
a little bit. And the ball's tipped out of play off of Landon Ward. Greenbrier will inbounds on the sideline.
They're jumping on every single one of those ball fakes. You'd love to see them ball fake, drive to the basket, and go draw some contact, because that's what they did the whole first half. They were driving to that basket, drawing some contact, forcing some fouls.
With 56 seconds to go in the third quarter, Greenbrier's up by 6, trying to extend the lead a little bit. Barentine, corner feed to Webb, ball fake. Simon's playing good defense on him. Webb nearly lost the basketball, gives it over to Barentine.
Webb, another one that's been out about a week and a half.
Yeah, he has. Give it over to Dunlap. Picks up his dribble. Cross-court feed to Barentine. Nice quick touch pass to Webb. Picks up his dribble. Back out it goes. Barentine lost the basketball. And then it's stolen by Gray. He hands it off to Newman. Ahead it goes to Ward. And that's going to be a blocking foul on Webb.
Ooh, I thought he got set.
Here's the only reason I even thought it might not be is because he lowered his shoulder in. However, and anytime you lower the shoulder, it's almost like you're throwing your arm.
Yeah.
So
lowered his shoulder, and I was pretty sure he was pretty set.
Yeah.
I felt he was set too, you know. But
hey, that's the same thing as that over the back call that kind of went the other way too. So it is, you know, you got to respect.
and
the
those
call
are
and go
hard
with
to.
it.
I mean, those are so
tough.
fast.
Yeah,
It all happens so quickly.
That's
and
right.
those are the most comes down to like the exact details as to whether it's a charge or block, and it's hard to see exact details in a game that's this fast paced, you know.
There's a foul there on Barentine, and I believe that's Barentine's third foul. So Newman will go to the line to shoot two. And yeah, like you said, guys, that ref also is really close down there on the court. He might have saw something from the angle that we didn't see. You know?
Yeah.
So Newman got a couple free throws here, and he knocks the first one down, nothing but net.
These are going to be really big free throws because you're going to get it about 2 points closer at the end of the third quarter. And if Siloam goes down, they make a big defensive play, they can gain some momentum going into the fourth quarter, and that could really change the outcome of this game.
Hey, I'm just excited. Jedi's back in the game.
Oh, Jedi Hunter.
Jedi has re-entered the chat.
Knocks down both free throws. Newman did. Jedi Hunter in the game with 15 seconds to play in the third quarter. Greenbrier going to have the final shot here with 10 seconds to go. Dunlap picks up his dribble to Webb.
Desperately just needs to get off a good shot.
That's right, Mathis. Looking to drive in. That's what you want to do. Draw some contact, and he calls a foul on Jedi Hunter. Jacob Mathis going to the line. And to be honest with you, I thought that was pretty good defense there from Jedi Hunter.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely contact. It was a really good job to draw that contact, go in there and get his shoulder in there. I mean, again.
I might like a no call maybe or something. But, hey, Jacob Mathis knocks down the first free throw. He's got 7. Here's the deal. It's always hard to tell because it maybe was Hunter did cut off his drive a little bit or something like that. And again, refs win it. Nice free throw there from Mathis. He knocks down both with 0.6 seconds to go. Ward, he gets it off in time. If it goes, it would have counted, but it didn't. 39-33. We got 1 quarter of basketball left. Stay with us as we hit a break.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance. And
No! My bad, guys. Sorry.
Here we go to start the fourth quarter. Talon is not ready. No, do not start the fourth quarter. Oh, just kidding. 7:48. We have so much fun up here in the booth. 7:45 to go in the basketball game. This quarter's where it all comes down to it, though. Landon Ward with it.
It's been over a week since we've all been in the booth together.
That's right.
It feels good to be back in here, all of us.
Me and Mike were on the beach, so we are glad to be back, that's for sure. Nearly lost it there was Ford. They get it out to Landon Ward. Ball fake. He pulls for three, and he got it.
I think that's his first three of the game, isn't
it? It is. He's got 20, though.
Waiting.
Landon Ward really was quiet in the second half, but he knocks home a three there to start the fourth quarter, and it's a one-possession game.
It's a nice shot.
Yeah, that was a great shot. And it was even a better ball fake. And that's
about
what
to say that,
Siloam's going to
yeah.
have to continue to do is get the ball in that kid's hands.
Nice feed underneath Barentine to Josh Robinson, and he's fouled by Ford.
What a pass.
I don't like that foul call. I think it's late. That's what I don't like about it. There's that hesitation of the foul.
And again, that's another situation of he's staying straight up. He's doing a good job of that, but his momentum is kind of carrying him forward a little bit. And I think both teams need to realize these refs are calling a soft game.
They are very much.
You got to play towards it. You know, Siloam's playing a little more back, taking long shots, which is not playing in the favor of those fouls. We're taking it at them.
It's really where when they basically position underneath, you just got to let them have the shot.
Exactly. I think if Siloam attacks the rim, they're going to get the same calls.
Exactly. Newman gets it out to Perkins, back to Newman, looking to drive. Robinson, no foul call on that one, and now there's a foul call. Oh.
I thought I was about to have to eat my words for a second.
I'm not sure what the call was what was the call. Yeah, it was foul.
Okay.
Jacob Mathis, I do believe.
Yep, sure was.
Was that on the shot or the rebound?
It looks like it's on the shot because they're going to the line.
Speaking of calling things late.
Well, we're not going to rail on the refs too much anymore, hopefully. It's just.
No, JB, you can't take away my favorite thing to do. Come on. That's what I fill 50% of my talking up with.
Tell you what. You go at it, and I'll just bring us back to reality.
Okay, again, good cop, bad cop.
That's right, that's right.
I got to lock down the bad cop for against the refs.
Ford knocks down the second
now that
free
Matt's
throw.
Gone.
That's right.
If I want to remain sane, I got a bad talking a little bit.
42-37 with 6:37 to go in the basketball game. Greenbrier's up by 5 with the basketball. Reese Jones to Barentine. Nice bounce pass to Mathis, back to Barentine. Ball fake, dribble, floater through the lane, little too strong, and the rebound to Newman. He gives it off to Landon Ward, looking to push here. Wood between the leg dribble. Might have got away with a carry. Drives through the lane. That's a foul on Robinson.
I'll tell you what Ward is so good at is his ability to stop and start at such a fast pace. He can come down the floor at a high speed, stop on almost a dime, and then go back to the speed that he was at.
Yeah.
And that is so challenging to match.
Almost kind of like a Kyrie Irving. Obviously, we know he's nowhere near that, but like in the way he plays, he's kind of like a Kyrie Irving.
Sure.
Like doesn't really shoot a lot of threes, but he's very fast.
Kyrie Irving shoots a lot of threes. I'm a Celtics fan. I would know.
Okay.
Trust me. He shot 35 in a playoff.
Don't remind yourself that Kyrie Irving played for the Celtics.
We don't have to go back to that.
we don't need to remember that.
JB, get us back to the game.
Sure.
Yeah, let's
Ward's
go back.
got 22 as he knocks down both free throws. It's a one-possession game again with 6:06 to play. Runzik with the basketball out high. Looking to drive it, kicks it out to Barentine. Siloam is still in that 3-2 zone. It has really played to their favor most of the game. They've been within.
Really disciplined yet aggressive zone.
Yeah. Kicking out to Jones, lobbing it down low. Robinson got some position, loses the basketball, backs his way in, and then he's fouled. Hey, that's where, when they're calling it touchy, just get it, go up. Probably going to get some contact as they get Perkins for his fourth foul.
Yeah. Good job taking advantage of that touchy calling for sure.
Now you just got to finish here at the free throw line. Robinson's got 2 free throws coming. First one's up. Got it to go.
You know, a little interesting thing about Josh Robinson is he was actually recently offered an offer to play at Toledo for football.
Okay, I was about to say.
Yes, for
him
football.
and Nick Hewitt, wasn't it?
I believe that's right. I believe that's what Sean had said. So
was it for a defensive line or offensive line?
He's an offensive lineman.
Okay.
He's a tackle. Josh Robinson. Nick Hewitt's a linebacker, running back.
Running back, that's right. Landon Moore with it for Siloam. Siloam's down by 5 with 5:26 to go. They get it over to Max Perkins. Cross-court feed to Soderquist. He didn't pull the trigger, though. Good defense there from the T-through zone of Greenbrier. Landon Ward kicks it out to Perkins. He wants a 3. Left wing, no good. Reese Jones pulls down the board, and Greenbrier going to slowly bring it up. There's still a lot of basketball left with 5:07 to go. Ward tried to steal, but nice play by Runzik. Had numbers, but then he lost the basketball a little bit. Gets it out to Barentine. Deep 3. Barentine! Nothing but net! Right near the logo. That's a big three from Barrington. He's got 15.
Folks, it is Barron time. Let's go.
He's raining it from deep, and then Ward nearly lost. He did lose the basketball. Thought he might have got fouled.
Oof.
We got
That's
a jump ball. And Greenbrier will get the basketball on alternating possessions. And I'll be honest, I feel for Ward there. I thought he might have got a reach in, got reached in on there on the basketball on the loose ball.
I think Mike said it best. That was a mess.
That's right.
Man.
No kidding. Greenbrier's up by 8 with 4:45. That's their biggest lead of the night. Tied for their biggest. And Runzik will get the inbounds to give it back to Barrington. Siloam's in now more of a full court press. They beat it. Mathis, they got Robinson wide alone. And then Reese Jones tries to save it in. Couldn't do it. Other end, Soderquist. Nice move through the lane. Mathis with a partial block, and Robinson had pulled down the board, but then Gray gets the loose ball, and we got a foul. Looks like that's going to be on the floor. It'll be a 1-and-1.
These Panthers are fighting, man. I mean, that's a good call. Definitely a foul, but they are fighting right now.
That's the 4th foul on Josh Robinson.
Oh, and you hate it so much because you had Josh Robinson down low waiting for a pass, but by the time that Jacob Mathis saw it, I mean, it was just literally half a second too late, and he tried to pull it back, and that's when everything kind of went south.
Absolutely. Wow, Siloam misses the front end of the 1-and-1, and so Greenbrier will pull down the board up by 8 with 4:21 to go. They beat the press ahead. Got Robinson all alone. Ball fake underneath, couldn't finish. Gets his own miss, puts it back up and in. Josh Robinson with 8 there on the second chance bucket. Greenbrier's biggest lead of the night now. They're up by 10. This will be a big conference win against a good Siloam Springs team. And Mathis, that's a foul. He knew it. He reached in, he knew it. That's his 4th foul. And that means free throws for Siloam. Soderquist.
We got to be careful. We could start losing players quick. We got a couple with 4.
And we still have 4 minutes left.
Still a lot of time. That's right.
Got to be careful. And the bonus, soon to be double bonus.
Soderquist missed the free throw. That's the second time they missed on a 1-and-1. That's frustrating if you're Siloam. 10-point game still. Barrington trying to bring it across, picks up his dribble, gets it to run it. Got to get it ahead quick.
Good timeout. Good timeout.
And that'll be a timeout for Coach Simmons with 3:56 to play in the game. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
In between, we protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together.
And here we go. With 3:56 to play in the basketball game, Greenbrier will inbounds. Mike made a good point before we hit the break. Definitely it was a good time to call a timeout to get your team set up. They beat the press. They get it ahead to Mathis. Mathis looking to drive. And it's stolen away there by Gray, and we got a foul by Reese Jones from behind. And
now I'll tell you, that's a great steal.
It's just the second foul on Jones, though, I do believe. Yeah, it was a great steal by Gray, Nick Gray. And now he's going to the line, still not in the double bonus. They're going to have to shoot. It'll be a 1-and-1. They've missed the front end of 2 1-and-1s. Got the first one, Gray. That's Nick Gray's first points of the night. He'll have one more coming right here. Looks like Max Perkins checks in the game for Vashon. Second free throw coming right here from Gray. Got them both. So, Greenbrier up by 8 with 3:41 to go, but Siloam still back in that press. They get it to Mathis. Over it goes to Barrington. Ahead it goes to Runzik. Runzik back to Barrington, and they finally, in the half court now, a chance to set something up.
Nate's going to pull it. No.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Neither would I.
Barentine to Runzik to Jones. Mathis off a screen, out high over it goes to Runzik. Goes one more to Barentine. Looking to milk a little bit of clock here. Barentine crossover dribble. Nice defense out high there. That's by Nick Gray. They get it over to Runzik, to Reese Jones. Jones with a nice ball fake, driving through the lane, kicked out, ball tipped. Barentine keeps possession, and he brings it back out. And then he's fouled by Landon Ward, and still no free throw. That's just the 16th team foul for Siloam. That's just the second foul on Landon Ward. And you know what's impressive to me, guys, is the fact that Landon Ward has been so aggressive all night, and that's just his second foul.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, he has been aggressive.
And for a player like that's pretty impressive to be able to play the way he does and still get that. With 2:53 to go, the inbounds to Barentine. They got it to Runzik driving, and he'll bring it back out.
Greenbrier's pulled a lot of time off of that clock here in this possession.
Let's get the ball down to Robinson. He's got a mismatch down there, size mismatch.
Runzik picks up his dribble, near a trap mode. They get it over to Mathis. Looking to drive through the lane, all alone, Mathis. And we're going to see the call. It looks like it's a blocking foul. Mathis and Soderquist hit the hard.
He came down, he landed right on Soderquist's knee.
Yeah, right in the back.
Man, I mean, Mathis goes up with no abandon. I mean, he just goes hard at the rim. Whatever happens, happens.
He'll be going to the chiropractor in the morning.
Yeah, he'll get some back pops. My goodness.
Hey, but how about that finish there from Mathis? Earning the going to the line now and an opportunity for a three-point play.
I mean, that hurt my back. Just look at it.
Man, I'll tell you, Jacob Mathis is as tough as a well-done steak at Western Sizzling.
How long you think
that's courtesy of Pinto from Twitter. He's a Razorback guy.
Gotcha. He is one tough cookie, that's for sure. Mathis has got 11 as he knocked down the free throw and completed the three-point play. 2:30 to go. Siloam down by 11, and they're going to need to get something in a hurry. Over to Perkins. Cross-court feed, it goes to Gray. To Newman, got Ford all alone. Ball fake, and nearly. Oh, he almost missed that one underneath. Nice play there from Ford. He's got 5 tonight. Timeout on the court with 2:16 to go, and we will take the timeout with him. We'll be right back.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
Well, with 2:16 to play here in the basketball game, we want to take a moment again to thank you for tuning into our broadcast. Those of you from Siloam Springs here in Greenbrier or wherever you are, we appreciate you guys. This would not be possible without you guys tuning in and give us a reason to broadcast, and so we appreciate you guys.
Yeah, and all the fans that came out, safe travels home. I wanted to say that before we got out of here.
Yeah. Greenbrier trying to beat the press. They get it inbounded ahead. Jones has got it. And all the way to the lane. Got it to go. Nice finish from Reese Jones. He's got 11. Greenbrier's lead is back to 11 with 2:03 to play in the basketball game. Siloam trying to work quickly. Ward with the ball fake. Kicks it out. 3 ball from Gray. Won't go. Follows in his own miss. Gets it to Ward. Ball fake. Floater through the lane. Got it. Good play there.
That's his shot. He makes that look good.
Any guess on how many points Ward's got tonight?
I'm going to go 20.
He's got 24.
I was going to say 25.
Were you?
I was going to say 24.
I just remember hearing 20. I remember you saying that's his 20th point earlier. So I was like, oh, he's around 20.
Yeah, that was a good JB
more than that. Yeah. Y'all just like making fun of me up here. No, so Nate Barentine.
Sorry, I was gonna say it's my second favorite hobby behind trash and refs.
That's ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
Barentine knocks down the first free throw. He's got 16 tonight, fellas. Earns the bonus. He's got one more right here coming. Greenbrier up by 10, trying to make it 11. Barentine got them both. He's got 17.
You know, I really believe that Nate hitting all those threes that he's hit tonight has really impacted the game heavier than we really think it has.
No, you're right. It set us up to an opportunity to play a little bit more comfortably. Still trying to beat the press. Webb gets it to Runzik. Runzik beats it across. Has Robinson wide open underneath, and he lays it in. Robinson's got 10 now, and Greenbrier's lead is 13. It's their biggest lead of the night. With 1:17 to go, Siloam's going to need a lot of points in a hurry. Ward driving through the lane, throws it up, got it to go.
Wow.
Landon Ward's got 26 points tonight. My goodness.
You know, I remember watching Ward play last year, and he was a pretty all-right player. He wasn't someone that I would consider to say is this good last year, but he wasn't a bad player either. But, I mean, just the strides he's made between last year and this year are just humongous. It's a totally different player on that floor.
And my goodness. Landon Ward showcasing some talent out there. That was a nice ball fake, and then he still drained it. He's got 29 points. And I don't care who you are. When you put up 29 points in a high school basketball
31.
game, they say he's got 31.
Yeah, they say he's got 31.
Wow, I must have missed a bucket here.
It's pretty easy to miss a bucket when you're shooting that many and making that many.
Sure enough. So they gave – no, I think – well, let's see. They got 3 for Vashon. They don't have that up there.
JB, you have a math degree. You should know this.
I saw that coming. You've got a quota of how many
I'm trying
times
to
you
add
gotta
up
say
the
that.
points here. So there's
at least 3 times a game.
I've gotten it 2 times tonight. I didn't get it in our last broadcast together because the one time that I tried to get it,
you were muted.
I was muted, and I didn't think I even deserved to be able to make that joke.
You just kind of gave JB a pass on that one.
I was rejoicing. Either way, they got – wow, that's even more impressive. Landon Ward's got 31 tonight. And what I was trying to say was, before I was rudely interrupted, no, for anybody to play at the high school level and to put up 31 points, I don't care who you are, that's very impressive.
Yeah. That's really impressive. No kidding. Golly, 31 points. I mean, you look at the scoreboard, there's 50 points for Siloam Springs' entire team.
He's got over half of our points, yeah, and
Jedi,
over half of theirs. Yeah.
Jedi's back in the game.
Jedi Hunter. Ahead it goes. Greenbrier nearly lost the handle. That's Runzik. Over it goes to Barentine. Barentine trying to lock it out, and that's Ward going to foul him. And I'll be honest with you, that looks kind of like a harder foul, but really all it is Ward's just going aggressively, and Barentine just cut into him. That's all it was.
Well, and Barentine's playing aggressively too.
That's right.
That's just kind of his style. So it's one of those that looks worse than it always is.
Yeah, Barentine's going for that Oscar too,
Nate Barentine. Greenbrier's up by 10. They're going to win tonight, barring a miracle. Misses the free throw. Jedi Hunter the rebound. Gets it ahead to Landon Ward. Ward. Spin move through the lane. That's a nice play. Floats it up. Off the front of the rim. Won't go. Robinson the board. Gets it to Mathis. Over to Jones. Trying to beat it. Over to Runzik now. 18 seconds to go.
That's probably going to do it for tonight now.
Mathis through the lane. Nice play. Oh, it went in and out. Wouldn't go. Tipped around. It'll stay with Greenbrier. With 10 seconds to play in the basketball game, Greenbrier is going to win this one. They're up 60-50 with 10 seconds to go.
That might be the first time Ward has missed that inside lane shot. I wouldn't be surprised that's the first time.
And it looks like there's a foul on Jedi Hunter.
Oh, they said it wrong. They said Jetty.
Come on,
it's
Neil.
Jedi. It's Jedi.
Jedi Hunter.
He just can't. He doesn't believe it.
That's Neil Bertram down there.
The classic Neil, man. He's
a great player
he's
here.
A
And now
great.
now he's a great coach here.
I tell you what, that's got a good ring to it, doesn't it? A Greenbrier great.
Oh, I like it with it.
Neil Bertram, one of the best that's ever come out of Greenbrier. Played football at SMU at quarterback. 62-50 as Barentine knocked down both free throws with 5 seconds to go. Ward a three. If that one goes, my goodness, it'll be out of play. For 2.8 seconds to go, Greenbrier, all they got to do now is inbound it, and they will improve to 4-9. Inbounds to Runzik. Siloam won't foul. The clock will expire. Greenbrier is victorious tonight 62-50 winners over Siloam Springs. Greenbrier improves to 4-9 on the year, and they've evened up their conference record. They are 2-2 in conference play. Siloam drops to 6-9, and they fall to 1-3 in conference play. Guys, your thoughts before we wrap up the broadcast?
This is a huge win for the Panthers tonight, especially going into a game next week against Valonia. For the Greenbrier Panthers, I'm saying. It's a huge win for them. They played ball, and Nate Barentine's three-point shot made the difference in this game. I believe he made 3 tonight. If he doesn't make 3, we're looking at a 2-point lead.
That's right.
Totally different ball game.
And one thing, obviously Barentine's big with those threes, but I really can't point to a single player tonight and say they carried us tonight. I feel like a few of our wins, we've had to say, okay, this guy, if it weren't for him, I mean, we would have lost for sure. I mean, tonight I really liked what I saw from the entire team. Seemed like everybody chipped in. Everybody played really hard. I saw a lot of aggression on defense and just going after balls. I mean, sometimes I saw a couple of Greenbrier Panthers fighting with each other for a ball. I mean, just fighting to the end and everybody chipping in. Great win for the Panthers, the Greenbrier Panthers.
That's right. Well, as we quickly go over the final stats and the scores, our next broadcast is actually going to be, I believe, next Friday. I'm trying to pull that up. Let me go over the stats real quick. Well, it was easy. The all-time scorer of the game was obviously Landon Ward. He had 31 points for Siloam. After that, it drops off dramatically. Dalton Newman had 8 points for them. Jackson Ford had 5. Nate Vachon had 3. Nick Gray added a bucket. And then Will Greider had 1 point. He had a free throw. That's the scoring for them. For our Greenbrier Panthers, Nate Barentine, he's my player of the game. He had 17 tonight. Josh Robinson had 12. Reese Jones and Jacob Mathis both added 11. And Jack Runzik had 9 points. That's going to do it for our broadcast. Our next broadcast will be next Tuesday night at home against cross-county rivals, the Valonia Eagles. It's going to be a lot of fun, and so we hope that you'll tune in to that broadcast. That's going to do it for us. For my partners, Talon Newton, Mike Baker, Matt McJunkins, and Sean Mathis, this is JB Brazil saying so long and good night. We'll see you next time.